and welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Today, we're doing some old hero new tricks, which means that I took some of the new cards that we got in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. expansion, and I built a couple of decks with some of the older heroes from our collection, utilizing those new cards. So I've got 4 decks built out and ready to, well, not built out. I built them on Marvel CDB. I only have 2 of them built out because they share a lot of cards. And so we're going to be playing that. We have a Black Widow Justice deck, a Captain America Leadership deck, Iron Man Justice deck, and then a Spider Ham Leadership deck inspired by a Trapit suggestion. If we do get a new hero announcement today, they typically come on Thursdays. It feels about the right cadence that we may see one today. Hey, Trapit. Woohoo. If we do see a announcement today, I have talked with Villain. They are around, and so that typically will happen around 11 a.m. my time, which is about an hour. If that does happen, we probably won't play all 4 games, but we will be doing a live reaction to the new hero if we do get that today. If not, we got a lot of gameplay. So let's dive in and talk about Black Widow. I figured we would go up against Black Widow just because, like, right? You have to, right? But Black Widow is shield traded on her alter ego side. She got a couple of really cool cards in the Agents of Shield pack. Not necessarily to deal with Shield, there's a couple of those, but really she got a couple more preparations, which came in that Nick Fury precon. So let's talk about the deck build. We've got Agent Coulson, which is Black Widow's best friend. Whenever he enters play, we can search our deck and discard pile for a preparation card and add it to our hand. Black Widow likes preparation cards. She gets to draw cards whenever she plays one, and then on her hero side, whenever she uses a preparation card, she gets to deal 1 damage to an enemy. So getting those preparation cards out is very, very important. Got Professor X because, yep, got Nick Fury. Haven't been able to play with him for about a week, and so I figured I'd throw him back in the deck. And we just got a ton of preparation cards. Now we have 3 copies of Espionage. This is, you can only play it if you control a spy character. And then whenever a surge keyword would be revealed, you can proc it to draw 2 cards. So you're not necessarily getting any additional cards. This is an effective cost of 2, and you're drawing 2. So you're banking those cards, but that 6th and 7th card is going to be more valuable than the 4th and 5th card because it gives you added flexibility in what you can do with your hand. Also, if you have all 3 of these out, that's real fun. The Shibi, love seeing Black Widow getting some new life. Heck yeah. Music, good morning. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, I fixed the chat because apparently I have to update the chat every single stream now. But now that we've solved the problem, we've solved the problem. We've got 2 copies of Counterintelligence. When any amount of threat would be placed on the main scheme, we can instead we can prevent 3 of that threat. Got 2 copies of Target Acquired, canceling out some boost effects. 2 copies of Intelligence. 2 copies of Prism Dust. 2 copies of Informant. 3 copies of Practice Plan. Now, a lot of these are max 1 per player, which is why we are running only 1 copy of them. And then if we draw another one, then we'll probably use it as a resource, or we'll try and proc them pretty quickly so that we can refill them based on where the other copy is. Practice Plan is after you discard a preparation card, we can discard this to return that card to our hand. We're running 3 of these because Black Widow's deck is like all preparation cards. So I plan on playing and proccing this pretty much every single time I use a preparation card, because then I'm actually getting 2 damage out of that Widowmaker ability. And that seems pretty good. Also, this cycles itself, and if we play an alter ego, a practice plan, you play, you draw a card, so it's actually like net even on card advantage. Champion, good morning. How's it going? Welcome. Happy Thursday. We've got Gemma Simmons. We can exhaust Gemma to generate a mental resource for a tech card. We got Prism Dust as tech cards, but also a lot of Black Widow's preparation cards are techs. Some of them are skills, but a lot of them are techs. And so that's just going to be a nice little resource generator. Plus, if we play her while we are in Alter Ego, it actually only costs us 1 printed cost. Leo tutors our tech cards, aka our preparation cards. Got a Quinn Carrier, a build support, got Face the Past, Face the Past is just such a great card. We go grab our Nemesis minion. We get to ready ourselves, draw 3 cards, and we cannot attack the villain. But guess what? Widow doesn't attack the villain that much. So a lot of her damage comes from either villain phase reactive type situations or Widowmaker. Then we got our doubles, and we're using the shield doubles because it makes sense. I'm excited to try out a deck like this. Widow got a nice buff with this box. Oh yeah, yeah, she did. I'm pretty excited. I really like Black Widow. She's one of those heroes that absolutely grew on me after playing her for a while because she plays the game differently than a lot of heroes. She feels like a protection hero that doesn't need to be playing protection. She's very reactive to the game state. Good morning, Nelson. Can't wait to see some new tricks. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Yeah, I Widow's really fun. I'm really excited to play Black Widow versus Black Widow and see like all of the attack acrobatics and like the mirroring there because we both have a dance of death and stuff like that. So nice. Cool. So Black Widow starts out with 16 health and I only get 9. I don't know how they train Natasha different than and does anyone know what this widow's name is, or is she just kind of an unnamed widow? Um, I don't know why she has 7 more hit points than me, but I feel like Natasha should have some more health compared to this. Search. Each player searches the encounter deck for a minion and puts it into play with them. Let's go ahead and just find a. I always like grabbing the aim grunt. I'm not really attacking Widow, especially because this is Yelena. Okay, sweet. Thank you. I just cool. Okay, so Yelena. Is that the same Yelena? Is that the same person from the Widow movie? That like the blonde widow from that movie? Is that the same person? She got the new super soldier serum. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yep. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay. It's all coming together. Yeah, she's the MCU as the new Black Widow. Sick. Cool. Thank you all. So I got the Aim Grunt, who is a 1/1/5 with guard, but most of my damage bypasses guard regardless, and so this 1/1 is not going to be too bad. This goes up by X, where X is Black Widow's stage number. If we complete this, we lose the game. And it starts with 2. It actually starts with 4 because Widow's ability says to place 2 threat per player on the main scheme. And then we have a Force Interrupt. When a character you control attacks Black Widow, we have to remove 1 threat from the main scheme. If we do, discard the top card of the encounter deck and resolve each preparation ability on that card. So if the main scheme is blanked out, aka we have 0 threat on the main, this does not trigger. So we do want to make sure that the main scheme is at 0 before we start attacking Widow. In the comics, she is much more of an anti-hero, though. She makes sense as a villain. Cool. Okay. Nice. Alrighty. Widow gets 6 cards. We're looking mainly, I think, for those new shield supports, the Leo and Gemma. I think those would be really nice to have. Safe House 221. Nope, that's where Nick's hanging out. Safe House 29 is also pretty good. Intelligence, energy, build support, target acquired, and a Nick Fury. I like the hand. I really like getting Nick here. Being able to have Nick come in, draw some cards, create a block for Widow. I do think we want to flip up. We could play build support. We could throw down build support. Then when this gets a little scary. So I don't think we would flip. I'm sorry. I don't think that we would be able to thwart down build support this round because I think I want to take care of this. But that being said, I think a Nick play to draw 3 cards, using one of those cards to play Safe House 29 to pull back a card to play build support, and that just kind of gives us a little bit of flexibility. We actually may play one of the maybe intelligence. Yeah, I think we're just not going to mulligan here. I think I like what we have, and I don't want to draw into something that I don't like, or that I like even more. And that gets issue. Okay, so we got an energy, intelligence, and a target acquired to play Nick Fury. When Nick enters play, we're going to draw 3 cards. We got Prism Dust, Practice Plan, nice, and a target acquired. We'll go ahead and play Practice Plan, which will draw us a card using... Oh, and there's a Black Widow's Gauntlet. Nice. We're going to use a Prism Dust to play Safe House 29. We will exhaust Safe House 29 to choose a prep card, which is going to be Prism Dust. We will use Target Acquired to play Black Widow's Gauntlet. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Prism Dust or to play Build Support onto the table. I think I can hang on to Build Support. Let's just go ahead and use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Prism Dust. We'll hold on to Build Support, but let's flip up and let's use Nick and Widow to take the main down to 0. Giant Lasagna! Where are the other 28 safe houses? Nixon 221. So there's like 200 safe houses out there. At what point do you have so many safe houses that they are no longer safe? Is my big question. I'm excited to add Practice Plan to. Yeah, Trap It. Your Black Widow protection, the perfect defense with the suit. I think I played that. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Practice Plan. Yeah, Practice Plan just seems awesome. We got another Practice Plan, so let's see if we can use one of these prep cards. Agent Coulson. Face the Past. Don't tempt me with a good time. And a Covert Ops. Covert Ops is great here because that allows us to flip back down to Alter Ego. We're going to go ahead. If you knew where they were, Shield would have to... That's true. Nick will block Widow's attack 2+1. And then we will just take 1 damage from the grunt to my face. Our encounter card, Dance of Death. Trap It helped me with the wording on this card. You do have to deal 1 damage to a character you control, deal 2 damage to a second character you control, deal 3 damage to a third character you control. So you cannot add it to one character, but to a second character and to a... So can I only do 1 and then I just don't do the rest of the 5 damage? I think that is how this is read because I cannot. I did as much of the card as possible, but there is no second or third card that I can actually activate. So I believe because this says deal 1 damage to a character, 2 damage to a second, and 3 to a third, you only take 1. Are you technically allowed to play Black Widow versus Black Widow since they're both unique? Probably not. But if you don't tell anybody, I won't. No. Yeah, I don't think so technically, but maybe because they do have different alter ego names. I don't actually know the word on the actual ruling on that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It is our turn. Ooh. Okay. Let's use Practice Plan to play Build Support. It's gonna come in with 3. I think we're gonna skip out on Face the Past right now. We are gonna go ahead and thwart the main down to 0. We're gonna flip down to Alter Ego. We're gonna use Safe House 29 to pull out a target acquired. We'll use a Widow's Gauntlet to play target acquired, which will draw us into a Practice Plan. Then we're going to use these 3 to play Covert Ops to remove 4 threat from Build Support. That's going to clear Build Support, which is going to allow us to go find and confuse the villain. Don't forget that. Allows us to go find a support and add it to our hand. So there's a couple of options here. We could go with Leo, which was going to tutor cards when we're an Alter Ego. We could go with Quinn Carrier. It may just be Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier helps us put more cards on the table. So does Leo, though. This is yeah. I actually don't know. I think the right call is probably Quinn Carrier, but the fun call because of the new It's definitely Quinn Carrier. These cost 1 for us to play. We'll grab Quinn Carrier. Quinn Carrier is on the table. I don't think it has been a big deal since Nebula versus Nebula. Yeah. If alter ego doesn't match, it's legal, but it is her alter ego actually printed. Helena's is not. Yes, because the unique rule doesn't check the villain against it. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Robert, I didn't know that. Cool. That does make sense. I can see. Yeah. That makes sense. Alrighty. Stand up. Let's draw 6 cards. We've got. There's Gemma. Acrobatics. Widow's Bite. Espionage. Widow's Bite. And a Strength. Cool. I'm going to add 2 threat here. Black Widow is confused. And our aim grunt here is going to scheme for 1. Our encounter card is Black Widow's Gauntlet. She gains Retaliate 1. Then after a character you control attacks Black Widow, if no preparation ability was resolved, discard this card. She also comes with +1 attack. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Widow's Gauntlet will play Widow's Bite, which will draw us into a Informant. Quinn Carrier will play Gemma Simmons. We can exhaust Gemma Simmons to play a Widow's Bite. Safe House 29 will pull out a Intelligence. I'm a little concerned with damage. I don't actually have anything to prevent damage right now. Oh wait, I do have an Acrobatics in my hand. Just kidding. Alright. Let's go ahead and flip up to Widow. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 off of the main. Just maintain that a little bit. We've got Informant will play Acrobatics, and then Intelligence will play. Do we have another Intelligence in our discard pile? We do not. Intelligence will play Espionage, and we're gonna hang on to our Strength. I love that they are doing new art for yes, 100%. I'm so happy with that. Themed doubles. I am all about that life. Just found a new use for Quinjet. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm really excited about the Captain America deck that we're running, where it's organizational support Avengers form. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We got a Grappling Hook, Strength, Grappling Hook, Black Widow's Gauntlet, and a Counterintelligence. I'm going to start out by placing 2 threat on the main. Widow is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost card. Good question. We're at 7, 3. It probably won't kill us. We'll take 3, 4. We'll go down to 3. We'll be fine. We'll take it to the face. 3. We will proc Acrobatics. When a boost card is turned face up, discard Acrobatics. Cancel the boost icons on that card. This is an attack, so I will take the Retaliate, which is a little annoying. And I can't actually do this because, oh shoot, because I have a guard. So actually, I'm just going to retcon a little bit. I'm going to defend because I did not think about that I cannot actually use Acrobatics because I have a guard. That's scary. Okay, so I took 6. I defended, so I will take a total of 6, 7, defend for 2, 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not good. That's not good at all. Our encounter card is a stun net attached to your identity. The attached character cannot attack. And exhaust the character you control to discard this card. Any player may trigger this ability. Okay. We are what you would call in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. we have to go down to Alter Ego. Is there anything we want to do? Nope. So let's flip down to Alter Ego. Widow's Gauntlet. Actually, let's go Quinn Carrier. Nope, just kidding. Gemma will play a Widow's Gauntlet. Second tech card. Do we count as player? I'll exhaust. I am exhaust. We'll use 2 Black Widow's Gauntlets to play Counterintelligence, which will draw us into a Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier we will play for free because we control more than 4 prep cards. Safe House 229 will pull an an Informant. And then we got Quinn Carrier to play Informant. We've got a Strength to play Grappling Hook. And Winter Soldier will thwart 2 here. Take this down to 1. I'm very happy with how quickly we've been able to build out. That's been fun. Let's stand up. I think I need help. I need to recover. I was not. Yeah. We got Grappling Hook in our hand. We'll hang on to it. We got Leo, beautiful. Prism Dust. We already have one of those. Intelligence, Informant, and an Espionage. We'll go up to 3. Widow's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost card. It'll be 2 plus 2 is 4. We'll use Counterintelligence to only add 1. And then when AIM Grunt schemes, we'll use Informant to remove threat instead of adding it. Okay. That's a lot of prep. Yeah, right? Our encounter card is a Evil Alliance. We'll place 3 counters on Pursued by the Past. Okay. It is now our turn. Let's use Quinn Carrier to play Leo. Let's go ahead and exhaust Leo to see if there's any tech cards in here. Nope, we got the... we do have the Synth Suit. That could help. Synth Suit can help. I need another Covert Ops is what I need. Which I guess I could draw into once I go Widow's Gauntlet for an Espionage. Draw into a Dance of Death. That also works. This is not an attack. So I can throw 1 damage and take out the Grunt, which would be nice, because then I can proc attack Acrobatics. Gemma. Alright, I guess before we do that, Safe House will pull us a Counterintelligence. Black Widow's Gauntlet. Gemma Simmons. And a Prism Dust. Nope, that's not how that works. Can't use Widow's Gauntlet on that. So, Intelligence, Prism Dust, and Gemma will use a Synth Suit. That's going to give us +1 defense, as well as the ability to, after you trigger the ability of a preparation card, we can exhaust this to ready Black Widow. Let's go ahead and heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Black Widow's Gauntlet will play an Informant. And then Grappling Hook and Dance of Death will play Counterintelligence. We're kind of at the same situation we were last time. And we know we won't advance out. So I think we will have Winter Soldier thwart this down to 1. And we will stand up. We got 6 cards. 2, 4, 6. We have 1 card left in our... Oh, that's actually perfect. Because if we can play a preparation card, which we can, we'll draw this. Then we can use Leo to tutor a tech card from our discard pile. So it just like worked out really, really well. And we don't get the extra card this round. Covert Ops, Genius, Counterintelligence, Espionage, Attack Acrobatics, and a Professor X. I'm glad we have both Professor X and Covert Ops in the same hand. We'll go up to 3. Black Widow will scheme for 2 plus 2. We will use Counterintelligence to only add 1 to that. And then the Aim Grunt will scheme. We will use Informant to remove threat instead of adding it. Our encounter card is Drawing Near. Oh, well, there's the top card. Okay. Start of our turn, we'll discard this, add a counter to Pursued by the Past, and then pull out our Nemesis. We've got Taskmaster. He's got +1 scheme, +1 attack for each upgrade you control. We have to get rid of that. And there's no real thing I can do right now. And we've got Killer for Hire. Plays 4 threat. You have the best informant the game has ever made. There we go, right there. We get an encounter card because we just decked out. Here we go. Okay. What I think we will need to do I don't know if pulling that guard out was great. We do have a Covert Ops. But Taskmaster has to go. 1 damage to the villain for each boost icon discarded this way. Okay. Let's use Leo to go find a tech card. Go grappling hook. Gemma and Quinn Carrier will play grappling hook, which will draw us into a informant. Okay. Instead of the Quinn Carrier, I'm going to use the Gauntlet for that. Okay. How do we take out Taskmaster before he... I guess we could chump with Winter Soldier, but Taskmaster is hitting us for lethal. I cannot attack. I have a guard, so I can't attack Widow with Attack Acrobatics. So, but we do have Synth Suit. So we do have a +1 defense. So if we defend with Widow, there just has to be ways that we can trigger our prep card so we can Widowmaker things. I'm trying to figure out how we could do that. Let's use Attack Acrobatics to play Espionage. Safe House will pull Attack Acrobatics back to our hand. We're at... I think we should be at 6 health, should we not? We were... No, we were at 2. We healed for 3. Okay, yeah. Let's discard Attack Acrobatics, get rid of Drawing Near. Yeah, this guard really messed up my... what I needed to do. We can confuse Widow. We can have Winter Soldier go here, and then Professor X can block here. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip up. We will exhaust a character we control to get rid of Stun Net. We will use a Genius and a Quinn Carrier to play Professor X. X will thwart the main down here. That's when we play X. We'll confuse Widow. Okay. Winter Soldier will throw 2 damage here. Widow's Gauntlet Informant will play a counterintelligence. We're going to hang on to Covert Ops. We still have the guard, so we can't attack acrobatics anything, but um, we just need to, we'll probably try and proc grappling hooks or something. It is time to drink, you're right. Got coffee today. Yeah, I like how this is getting set up. I think it was a blunder to take the guard because that really hinders what we can do with the attack acrobatics. Um, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Uh, it will be nice to play Face the Past now that we have Widow's Bite and Prism Dust out there. We can trigger either both of them, both Widow's Bites, to just straight take out Taskmaster. Unfortunately, those are hero responses, so since we pulled that in Alter Ego, we can't trigger it there, but that's kind of the normal way that I'm supposed to be dealing with Taskmaster, is not be an Alter Ego when we get him, but here we are. All right, let's add 3. Widow's going to attack. We'll block with X. It's going to be 3, 4, 5. And take out X. We've got Taskmaster attacking for a lot. We'll block with Winter Soldier. And then we've got AIM Grunt attacking us for 1. We will take 1 damage. We've got 2 cards. First one is a Mad Science. Each AIM minion gains 1 acceleration icon. This comes in with 4. And then we've got a Exhaustion Surge. When you reveal a treachery, discard grappling hook, cancel the effects of that treachery, and discard it. So we will discard this to cancel treachery. Widow's Maker will deal 1 damage to Taskmaster. Practice Plan will pull grappling hook back to our hand and deal another damage to Taskmaster, taking Taskmaster out. I never drew a hand. So strength, grappling hook, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have grappling hook. Okay. Okay, that felt good. Now that Taskmaster is gone, I feel a little bit better. I still have a lot of stuff to take care of. What? We could have let that surge go through and then hit Espionage and gone 6 cards, but here we are. Okay, let's figure out how to... Let's go Quinn Carrier and a Strength. We'll play Agent Coulson. We get to find a Preparation card and add it to our hand. Grab Attack Acrobatics. ZZ Gaming just beat Expert Campaign blind with Maria and Nick. Nice. Best campaign they have made, hands down. It was awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I love the campaign. I think the campaign is just absolutely phenomenal. Very, very, very happy with it. I'm glad. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats on the win. Okay. I need a Dance of Death. I feel like that's where I need to be living my life. I think we will be flipping down this round. I think I could use a Avengers Mansion or something in here, just a little bit of card acceleration. We do have a Nick Fury coming, which will help us. So I think if we flip down, we can hang on to Covert Ops. I think we need to use Covert Ops. We have so many acceleration icons. So let's use, yeah, let's just do that. While we're up here, let's go ahead and thwart down the main to 1 with Black Widow. Actually, we're going to do that with Coulson. I'm going to flip down. We're going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to use... We're going to play Practice Plan to draw a card. Target acquired. We already have a target acquired. So we'll use Energy and Target acquired to play Covert Ops to clear 4th red here. Got Leo, which allows us to go get a tech card, which will be Prism Dust. Actually, I don't need this, do I? No, we're not going to grab that this round. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Got Prism Dust. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey, good to see you enjoying the game. Mostly trying to play the campaign blind. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. We got Jimma and a Widow's Gauntlet to play a grappling hook. We've got a Safe House to go grab a Informant. Got a Widow's Gauntlet to play an Informant. And then we've got a Prism Dust to play an Attack Acrobatics. Okay. Stand up. Get this guard out of here at some point. Jeez. Don't take a guard. It's bad. Dance of Death, there we go. Practice plan. Face the past. Now we are talking. This is going to be let's get Nick. Covert Ops also works. Alrighty. We're going to add 3 threats here, so that's going to go up to 4. We're confused. We've got the Aim Grunt. We'll have the Informant. We'll proc that to have it remove threat instead of placing it. Then our encounter card is Nabbed. If Adept Superhumans is not in play, find it and put it into play. Okay. When an ally leaves play, tuck it under here and place threat equal to that ally's cost. Then place 1 acceleration token. When defeated, put each ally tucked here under play under its owner's control. Thanks. I mainly played campaign. I was pretty disappointed by AOA's campaign, so I'm super pumped to get it. Yeah, nice. Pets on the Rocks. Welcome. Hey everyone, finally managed to catch a live stream with my favorite game of all time. Welcome. Happy you're here. Put it in play. Discard cards from the top of your deck until an ally is discarded. That's gonna be Nicholas Fury, isn't it? There it is. Place threat equal to that ally's cost and 1 acceleration token. So this is gonna come in with 4 more threats and an acceleration token. Brutal. I wanted Nick. If we were in hero form, that would never have happened. Okay. Sweet. Safe House 29 will grab an Nope, we'll grab an Informant. Widow's Gauntlet will play an Informant. I guess Leo, before we do that, we don't have a tech. I was just checking. So Widow's Gauntlet will play an Informant. Draw a Dance of Death. Gotta love these kind of board states. Yeah. Yeah. We're having a good time, is what we are having. Cool. And we're about to have a pretty crazy turn, I think. So let's go ahead and flip up to Black Widow. Let's go ahead and thwart this down to 5. Trying to figure out if there's a way that I can proc both Sense Suit and Face the Past for a ready. I don't think there is, unfortunately. That's fine. Cool. Let's go ahead and play Face the Past. So searching encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for your Nemesis minion and reveal it. There we go. Ready your hero and draw 3 cards. You cannot attack the villain this phase. We got a counter intelligence. This gets removed from the game. We decked out so we get a card. 2 more cards. Intelligence and a Prism Dust. We will go ahead and use a Widow's Bite to deal 2 damage to Taskmaster. Widowmaker will deal a damage to the Aim Grunt. we'll use Practice Plan to pull the Widow's Bite back to our hand. Widowmaker will deal damage to the aim grunt. And then we'll trigger Prism Dust to do the last 2 damage to Taskmaster, taking it out. Widowmaker will deal 1 damage to the aim grunt. Not trying to spoil it for people who haven't seen the ending of the campaign, but what do you think as far as future releases? I can't wait. Yeah. I don't know when our Shadow of the Cast episode is coming out, but Villain Theory and I did record an episode of Shadow of the Cast with Caleb, and so we kind of talked not necessarily about the next campaign, but we talked about the fact that it's not F4, and the wording in that article was just like super unintentional, which is hilarious to me. I love Black Widow, one of my favorite heroes in the game. Hope she's not too powerful, but she's very satisfying to play. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and play a Practice Plan. Let's go ahead and do a Widow's Gauntlet for a Widow's Bite. Coulson will thwart 2 here. Take this down to 3. We will go Quinn Carrier, Counterintelligence, Intelligence to play Covert Ops to remove 3 threat from here. Take this down. This goes away. This goes away. Nick comes into play under my control. And we confuse the villain. Now that Nick is here, we will go ahead and thwart 2 off of the main. No, yeah, we'll do that. 2 off the main. Take that down to 1. I think we're Dance of Deathing here. I think that just makes the most sense. Let's use Dance of Death. Which one of these do I want? Prism Dust. And we have an Informant, so Informant will play Dance of Death. Deal 1 damage to Widow, 2 damage to the aim grunt, which will take it out, and then 3 damage to Widow. 1, 2, 3. It is not an attack, so we don't trigger any of that, any of the nastiness there. Okay. Since Covert Ops so easily clears Killer for hire, let's thwart down the main with Widow. We have an Intelligence. We're going to hang on to that. We're going to stand up. We've got a target acquired. Covert Ops. Beautiful. Genius. And a Energy. Got 3 threat here. Widow's going to attack. We'll block with Nick. It's going to be enough to take Nick out. We got 2 cards. First one is Under Fire. Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Let's Grappling Hook that. So we're going to cancel the effects of that card, discard it. Widow's Maker will hit Black Widow for 1. Practice Plan will proc, pull Grappling Hook back to our hand. Widowmaker will hit for 1 more. Next card is a Aim Commando with Quick Strike. I think the Quick Strike goes off. We'll take 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. And let's go ahead and Widow's Bite. Yeah, Widow's Bite. Deal 2 damage. Widowmaker will take it out. Dance of Death is actually not an attack. I don't think, right? Yeah. Oh, it says make the following 3 attacks in order. Okay, we'll just give 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's not attack. It's not an attack. I don't know. Was that errata? That feels like something that would have been errata, where they would have put attack on it. But I'm always looking for like hero interrupt attack That's what I'm looking at. Whereas Dance of Death says make the 3 following attacks in order. So my guess is that it would be eroded. But we'll just give Widow the health back. It's an easy way to fix it. I see you play standard 3, and I like it for solo play, but I find for multiplayer it's a little bit more difficult because the counters don't build up as quick. When it finally triggers, the encounter deck are... Oh, yeah. It is 3 separate attacks. Okay, so they did errata it. Sweet. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and have Widow thwart here for 2. Nah, actually, let's just have Coulson thwart there for 2. We'll keep Widow standing up. Anything we want to do in hero form? Nah. Okay, we'll flip down. We will heal for 1, 2, 3. Widow's Gauntlet and Gemma will play Grappling Hook. Actually, Leo will search our deck. I don't think we have any techs in there. Nope, we don't. I don't remember if it's eroded officially, but I know they've said it's 3 attacks. Okay, cool. Which, unfortunate, is extra bad for Retaliate. I only got hit back 1. Or, yeah, if you hit someone with Retaliate. She'll draw us a card into Professor X. Should probably just hang on to X. Safe House 29. We'll go ahead and pull a Prism Dust back to our hand. Widow's Gauntlet will play Prism Dust. Energy and a Quinn Carrier will play Covert Ops to clear here. Target acquired will play Intelligence. And we'll stand up. Now we have to get rid of that. It's definitely 3 attacks. Cool. Good to know. Be nice if they printed an errata pack. There's Winter Soldier. There's Professor X. Practice Plan. Strength. Encounter card. A 2, 4, 5. This is gone. And a Dance of Death. We'll add 2 to take us up to 3. Widow is going to scheme, but she is confused. Then we've got Destroy Evidence. Each other encounter card gains insight 1. That comes in with 4. Then we've got Dance of Death. Deal 1 damage to a character you control. And then we don't have any other characters. Okay. Gemma will search for a tech card. Which is a Widow's Bite. We will use a Practice Plan to play Widow's Bite, which will draw us into a Agent Coulson. Safe House will pull back the Practice Plan. Let's go ahead and flip up to Black Widow. Let's play Practice Plan. Let's play Winter Soldier. Quinn Carrier and a Strength. We'll play Professor X to confuse here. Widow and Soldier will take out Destroy Evidence. Professor X will thwart the main down to 3, or down to 0. After a character you control attacks Black Widow, if no prep card was resolved, discard this card. I kind of like don't want to. I don't want to attack Dance of Death because I take 3 damage back, which is brutal. but I guess it is what it is. Actually, let's just do this. No, I need to capitalize on my Dance of Deaths. Let's go Genius and Dance of Death to play Agent Coulson. We'll go find a preparation card. We're down to the max 1 per players. We'll just grab Practice Plan. Coulson will attack Widow. He'll take 2 back. And we'll discard this. Stand up. We got Practice Plan. We're going to toss that. We've got Covert Ops, Dance of Death, nice. Energy, Practice Plan, and a target acquired. We're going to go ahead and add 2 threat here. Widow is going to attack. We'll block with X. It's going to be 2, 3. There goes X. Then our encounter card is a Aim Abductor. Tuck the ally you control with the most remaining hit points under Abduct Superhumans. Otherwise, place 2 threat on Abduct Superhumans. If it's not in play, find it and put it into play. Oh, wait. What? I thought I had a Practice Plan on the table. Oh, I do. Abduct Superhuman comes in. Comes in with 2 threat. We will trigger a Widow's Bite to deal 2 damage here. Deal 1 damage to Widow. We'll use Practice Plan to pull Widow's Bite back to our hand. Deal 1 damage to Widow. We have a Prism Dust in our hand. We don't, but we do have one coming up. We'll go ahead and use a Prism Dust to do the last 2 damage to Aim Abductor and 1 damage to Widow. Cool. It's our turn. Widow's Gauntlet will put the Widow's Bite back onto the table. Practice Plan goes out. Target acquired energy will play a Dance of Death. We'll deal 6 damage to Widow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Widow will go ahead and thwart here on Abduct Superhumans. Winter Soldier will go ahead and punch Widow for 2. And then Coulson will go ahead and thwart the main down to 0. I think we stay in hero form. I think we can start defending. We have Attack Acrobatics. We have Synth Suit, so I feel pretty safe about that. So let's just go ahead and stand up. We've got a Covert Ops, Informant, Counterintelligence, Intelligence, and a Prism Dust. We will add 2. We're going to proc Counterintelligence to prevent the threat being placed and deal 1 damage to Black Widow. Widow is going to attack us. We will defend for 3. It's going to be 2. After this activation ends, put a Pursuit counter on Pursuit by the Past. We'll trigger Target Acquired to prevent that from happening. 1 damage goes to Black Widow because of Target Acquired. We get to trigger Synth Suit to stand up. And then we will trigger Practice Plan to pull Target Acquired back to our hand, which will deal 1 damage to Widow, which will push Widow. When revealed, we're going to place 3 threat on the main. Yep. And then she comes in with 20. Oh my gosh, cheap viewers. Sick. Nice. Encounter card, the Aim Soldier. We will go ahead and trigger both of these Widow's Bites to take it out. Deal 2 damage to Black Widow. 1, 2. Nice. Widow's at 7. Let's go 2, 4 damage to Black Widow. That takes her down to 14. Um, let's flip down the alter ego. Let's use Safe House 29 to pull a Widow's Bite back to our hand. Let's use Black Widow's Gauntlet to play Widow's Bite, which will draw us into Nick Fury. Ooh, that's exciting. That gets us an encounter card. Also, we're getting really close to if there is an announcement. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. We may hang on to Nick one more round. Let's use Jimma to go find our other Widow's Bite. More preparation cards for Black Widow. Yeah. Leo will play Widow's Bite. Widow's Gauntlet will play target acquired. We've got a Covert Ops and a Intelligence. Nope. Yeah. To play Counterintelligence. We've got a Informant to play Prism Dust. And we will stand up. We've got Nick in our hand ready to go for next round. That's at 0. That's at 3. Did I care if that was at 3? I don't think I care if that's at 3. Okay. We got Energy, Prism Dust, Practice Plan, Professor X, and a Practice Plan. We're going to use Counterintelligence to prevent the 3 threat from going on there. She's confused. First encounter card is Nowhere is Safe. Place 1 Pursuit counter. Then we'll discard a Widow's Bite. Second card is a Attack Acrobatics. If you're in alter ego form, change to hero form. Black Widow attacks us. Alrighty. So she's going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. We're going to block with Winter Soldier. Plus 0. Takes out Soldier. Okay. Let's go Energy and a Quinn Carrier. And a Practice Plan to play Nick Fury. We'll draw Practice Plan, Counterintelligence, and a Dance of Death. Go Practice Plan. No, we want that. Practice Plan, Dance of Death, Prism Dust to play Professor X. X will thwart 3 here. Because if that's blanked, we're good here. I discarded the Widow's Bite because I could pull it back with Safe House, but I don't think we're actually going to do that. Let's play Practice Plan. Widow's Gauntlet. We'll play Counterintelligence. We will attack for 4 on Widow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's stand up. We got a Genius, Covert Ops, Agent Coulson, Target Acquired, and a Strength 2, 4, 5. We're going to add 3. We're going to use Counterintelligence to prevent the 3 and deal 1 damage to Widow via Widowmaker. Black Widow is going to attack. We will block with X. It's going to be 2, 3. That knocks out Professor X. Then our encounter card is Sinister Strike. We will go ahead and Grappling Hook to cancel the effects of that. Widow's Maker will deal a damage. Practice Plan will pull Grappling Hook back to our hand. Widow's Maker will do 1 more damage. Okay. She's down to 7. Nick goes away to do Gandalf things. Widow's Gauntlet will play Grappling Hook. Target acquired, and strength will play Coulson. Coulson will allow us to go grab a Widow's Bite. Quinn Carrier will play the Widow's Bite. We've got 3 damage with Coulson and Black Widow. On Black Widow, 1, 2, 3. And we'll toss Covert Ops. We'll hang on to Genius. We'll stand up. We got Dance of Death. That's lethal if we can survive it. Yeah, I think looking back at it, I probably should have used the practice plan to pull back counterintelligence, mainly because I would like to use the attack acrobatics, but after we've added threat to the main scheme, if we use attack acrobatics on Widow's attack, then we have to discard and deal with preparation cards, which may not be... That actually is probably fine. That's actually probably fine. I think we'll be okay with that. So I think we will probably defend. Because if attack acrobatics is a 3, yeah. So we got Dance of Death, Target Acquired, Winter Soldier, and a Nick Fury. We'll go ahead and add 3. Widow is going to attack. We will defend with Widow for 3. She's attacking for 2. We've got 2. We're going to trigger attack acrobatics, which the Forced Interrupt will have us remove a threat from here, discard the top card of the deck. There is no preparation ability on that, so we will not resolve it. We cancel the effects, or we cancel the boost icons, deal damage equal to 1, or deal 1 damage for each boost icon, 1, 2. Black Widow's Widowmaker will deal a 3rd damage. Synth Suit will then ready us. Okay. And counter card number 1 is a Hydra Mercenary. We will Widow's Bite the Hydra Mercenary, and then we will Widowmaker for the last damage to take out Black Widow. That felt like super in control the entire time. Like, built out so fast. I think the one thing that we probably could find a spot to add to this would be more damage. That could be a Float Like a Butterfly. I feel like we were able to confuse and keep the villain confused for a while. So Dance of Death then does 9 damage rather than 6. That could be a way to do it. I also think I was spending more time in Alter Ego than I needed to be spending. But I think the only alteration I would make would be a a float because of all the confuse, and potentially a turn the tide. No, I don't know. I may take out like 1 intelligence and 1 informant, and then see if I can find damage. Waylay is a good card. Oh yeah, Waylay is good. I think there's some options for what we could do with for damage. So I think I think that's what I would do. Let's see if we can any new article. It's a Drown City is available. Okay, so no new hero this week. So that means we get to play more Marvel Champions. Next up, we're going to be playing Captain America. So we got a Captain America deck. I'm thinking that we are going to go against MODOK. I have not played MODOK standalone yet, and so I feel like that is kind of where I want to go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that Widow is just fun. Widow is just a good time. And so I'm really happy that we got to play this. This was fun. A lot of stuff. These two help. These two actually were not as big of an impact as I thought they would be. It was still nice to just have the resources. Cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna go to Be Right Back, clean up a little bit. When we come back, we're gonna have a Captain America Old Hero New Trick up against MODOK. So don't go anywhere, cause see you soon. we are back with another old hero new trick. This time we are playing Captain America in leadership. Name a more iconic duo, I dare you, against MODOK from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box. Now, this is utilizing the new organizational support resource card, which allows you to exhaust any characters that share a trait or supports the share a trait with you in order to have it generate one more resource up to a total of 4 resources, which means that we can kind of really put some high cost cards out there. And Steve also has some discounts so we can blitz those allies, try and get a ton of allies onto the table, and then use cards in the deck, which we'll get to capitalize on that, including organizational support. So if we have like a Stinger out, we can exhaust Stinger to generate a resource. It basically turns our allies into resource generators. So we've got 3 copies of organizational support. We've got a Black Panther, got a Giant Man, Captain Marvel, Falcon. These are a lot of our big cost allies, which once we have kind of set out our board state, we can use organizational support to get these onto the table. The lower cost allies that we have Wonder Man, White Tiger, which White Tiger, I don't actually know if I would include it in like a deck versus MODOK because she's only going to be drawing us 1 card, but here we are. Stinger, Squirrel Girl, Kalu, Hawkeye, oh, and Goliath. Goliath is one of those 4 cost cards. And Blade. Blade's out here, as well as Ant-Man. So, a lot of allies. With a Avengers Tower and a Triskelion, we can open up our ally slots for 4, 5, and Stinger can be that 6th ally slot. So we can have 6 allies on the table. So we can organizational support really easily to start paying for some stuff. Also, this is a Avenger card, and then Triskelion is a shield card. So if we absolutely had to, oh wait, no, we can't. No, it's only allies or supports. So yeah. We also have Strength in Numbers, which allows us to exhaust any number of allies to draw 1 card for each ally exhausted this way. So if we exhaust Strength in Numbers, we can draw 6 cards if we exhaust all 6 allies. And then we have Avengers Assemble. That's kind of the classic combo, right? You draw 6 cards, you play Avengers Assemble, you get to ready everybody, and then go crazy. But Avengers Assemble can also be paid for with organizational support. And since it's a interrupt, when you pay for it, you can actually use your Avenger allies. So if I wanted to, I could exhaust 3 Avenger allies to generate organizational support for 4. We play Avengers Assemble and ready those allies immediately. Ooh, the promo. Yeah, the full art promo for Avengers Assemble. So some fun combos there. We've got Avengers Mansion because it's high cost. Quincarrier, Mighty Avengers. We've got the Cersei. I'm not 100% sure if we will, if we need that card. And then we got the doubles. But who knows, right? I don't know. It may be worth having. I think it's probably better in a multiplayer. If we were taking this card or this deck to a multiplayer game, I feel like the Cersei would be a little bit better, and you could pass that out to your other friends at the table. Because I think, like especially Steve on his alter ego side can really get allies out pretty cheap because he can reduce the first cost of each ally played by 1. So I'm not sold on the Cersei being in here, but it's a new card and I wanted to play it. So here we are. We are playing MODOK. We have to create the holding cell deck. So we've created that. I'll shuffle these. I did it off camera. Let's just shuffle these. Put 1 random Adaptoid environment into play, 2 environments instead in Esper mode, and then each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of Adaptoid and reveals it. We do have the new buy the same token lock counters here. So there's a 2 and a 1. So we're using those. Got that. We will get 2 of these. Top one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll reroll a 5 or a 6. 1 Psionic. So each Adaptoid gains Villainous in the Psionic trait. Now we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got the Sarah Garza. Games elite and +1 attack, overkill, and ranged. Brutal. Love it. Alrighty. So we have this Adaptoid here. The Adaptoid is a 1/1/5 base, but now it's a 1/2/5 villainous. Is what these update that to be. When defeated, we can remove one all-purpose counter from an environment. It's gonna probably be the holding cell. We can also spend a wild resource. Hold on. I was just like, I put a Quinn carrier in here, right? I did. Okay. You can spend a wild resource or 3 resources of any type to remove a lock counter from there. Now that I'm thinking about it, organizational support works really, really well for this scenario because we can just kind of spend 3 resources really easily to get those holding cells. Oh, and the strength in numbers is going to be insane. It does mess with the Mighty Avengers. So we'll probably not be playing Mighty Avengers. Actually, I'm just going to cut it from the deck. We're over 40 cards, so let's just cut Mighty Avengers out of here because these Inhumans that we're going to be saving is going to mess with our Mighty Avengers strategy. So that's out of the deck. But I would normally put it in there if we are not playing MODOK. We have a Forced Interrupt. When the stage 1 would be completed, put 1 random set-aside Adaptoid environment into play instead. Then if there are no Adaptoid environments set aside, the players lose the game. Otherwise, remove all threat from here and shuffle each Adaptoid minion from the encounter deck from the discard pile into the encounter deck. That threat's out at 7. MODOK has Retaliate 2 and Steady. When he would be defeated, if a holding cell is in play, we get to remove 2 lock counters from it and reset his hit point value to 14. Let's go ahead and put him at 14. And then we are at 11. Otherwise, the players win the game. So if we've rescued all of our Inhuman captives, then we can take out MODOK and win the game. Shuffle this guy up. And I think we're ready. I think we need to get rid of the Adaptoid pretty quickly. 2 attack villainous is annoying. So we should probably do that. As a setup ability on Steve Rogers, we can search our deck and discard pile for Captain America's shield upgrade and add it to our hand. So ideally, we get it soon. We got Captain America's helmet, Avengers the symbol, Fearless Determination, Steve's apartment, Super Soldier Serum, and a energy. Alrighty, so I think we're going to hang on to these 3 and go ahead and mulligan 3. We've got a Ant-Man, not the ally we want, a Goliath, that's 1, 3, 4, 5, and a Falcon. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and use our setup ability to go find our shield. That's going to give us +1 defense and retaliate 1. MODOK seems like a jacked up Zola. Yeah, right? Very much so. Yes. Alrighty. So we get to reduce the cost of the first ally we play each round by 1. What I'm wondering if we do Okay, so I think regardless, we're going to use a energy to play a Super Soldier Serum. We can use a Super Soldier Serum to generate a punch resource. We're going to do that to play Captain America's shield. We get +1 defense and retaliate. Then we have 2 options. We can either play, well, more than 2, but I think 2 good options. We can play Falcon. Have Falcon attack the Adaptoid, Steve attack the Adaptoid, and then when the Adaptoid attacks us, the Retaliate will take it out. Falcon could block MODOK's attack, or we could play Goliath. We could give Goliath the +4 attack, take out the Adaptoid. That defeats Goliath. I think that's what we'll do. I think I want to not take the attack from the Adaptoid because I'm not sure how frequently we will be in Alter Ego with Modok's 3 scheme. Because one, it'd be a total of 4 plus a boost card, so we could very easily lose the main if we ever come down to Alter Ego. Actually, we will. We cannot come down to Alter Ego because the Dark Designs probably loses us the main, and we can only lose the main one time. So let's go ahead and play Goliath. We'll flip up. We'll trigger the ability to take out the Adaptoid, and then Cap will go ahead and thwart here. Let's stand up. Goliath gets discarded, and we got a Heroic Strike, Strength in Numbers, a Hawkeye, Triskelion, and another Super Soldier Serum. Cool. We'll throw one thread here. MODOK is going to attack us for 1 plus a boost. We'll just take it. +2. After this activation, shuffle this into the encounter deck. He'll take 1. So we take 1, 2, 3. MODOK takes 1. Then our encounter card is an Aim Jailer. Guard, when revealed, Aim Jailer attacks the rescued ally with the fewest remaining hit points. Otherwise, place 1 lock counter on a holding cell. Ooh, everyone boo that man. I thought you could lose the main twice on Expert. Nope, you can only lose it once, because if you lose it again, because it says if there are no set-aside Adaptoid environments, the players lose the game. So there's 2. The first time you would put 1. You check there is still 1 left. And then the next time you lose it, you place 1. There are no set-aside, so you lose the game. So you can only lose it 1 time. Aim Jailer does have Guard. Alrighty. We got Super Soldier Serum. Heroic Strike will play a Super Soldier Serum. Just get those. Gotcha, yeah. Get those out. Do we want to go with the Triskelion or do we want to go with Hawkeye? We could hang on to the Triskelion. No, let's go 1 for Triskelion. Let's go ahead and hit here for 2. Let's pitch Strength in Numbers to ready Cap and hit him for 2 again. Okay, we'll hang on to Hawkeye and we'll stand up. Because I think with all of the minions coming in, Hawkeye will be fairly good for this scenario. We got Organizational Support, Strength in Numbers, Shield Block. There we go. 2, 4, and a Stinger. Nice. Add 1. MODOK is going to attack. We'll take it to the face. It's going to be 1, 2. This activation is an attack against piercing. We'll go down to 6. And our encounter card is Psionic Blast. Take X indirect damage where X is MODOK's scheme. Confuse each character damaged this way. Alrighty, well, here we go. 1, 2, 3. It does look like we are going to be flipping down to Alter Ego at some point. Nice. Okay. Super Soldier Serum will play a Stinger. We've got a Super Soldier Serum. A Shield Block and an Organizational Support will play a Hawkeye. Hawkeye comes in with 3 arrow counters. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and thwart to get rid of the confuse. We'll pitch Strength in Numbers to ready up. Stinger and Hawkeye will thwart this down to 0. We're going to take a risk, see if we can not lose the main. We'll flip down and we will heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's stand up. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. We got Genius, Shield Block, White Tiger, Agent 13. I guess we could play Agent 13 now. Also, the Avengers Tower gets turned off if we have any of our Inhumans. the Cersei, and organizational support. Alrighty. So we got one threat here. MODOK will scheme for 3, 4, 5, plus 1 for every A minion in the victor display, which is 0. So he schemes for 5, so we go up to 6. Brutal. Then our encounter card is an Adaptoid. They're back. Okay. Super Soldier will play White Tiger. We get to discount the cost of the first ally we play each round by 1. White Tiger will draw us 1 card, which is a Black Panther. Hawkeye is going to shoot here. Forgot that I have Hawkeye. We're at 6 health. I do think that we will probably... Let's go ahead and heal for 1, 2, 3. Let's flip up to Captain America. Let's play organizational support. We will exhaust 3 of our allies to have this generate 4, 5, 6 to play the Cersei. That comes in with 2 counters. We can exhaust the Cersei in order to put an ally into play from our hand. Let's go ahead and use the Cersei to play Agent 13. Agent 13 comes into play. We will remove 2 threats from a scheme. She will then go ahead and thwart this down to 2. I love how power creep isn't really a thing that happens in this game. Old heroes are, yeah, the way that they've been able to design it so that the old heroes still feel like they can very much be viable is awesome. I think it's great. We do have a shield block. I don't know if I care about the shield block. I actually may want to hold on to Panthers. So let's toss shield block to ready Captain America. And then let's go ahead and thwart here for 2. Stand up. We've got Black Panther. So we paid 7 for Cersei. We would pay 4 and 5. So we're getting a discount of 2 effective resources. I'm just trying to evaluate how Cersei works when you're not using Maria, who can just keep it out on the table. I think Captain Marvel would probably be the best, but we got Black Panther, and we'll use Black Panther to put into play, grab strength and numbers, and then we can draw a ton of cards, so it works out. Got Blade, Avengers Mansion, Shield Toss, and a strength. Add 1 threat here. MODOK is going to attack us for 1 plus a boost. I don't think I actually want to kill any of my allies, because Black Panther coming in will grab a strength and numbers. And we can draw 5 cards from that. We can also use Blade. Then we have to pay for Blade. That's not too bad. We have a Shield Toss, which we can... He's only attacking for 1, so let's just take it. Plus 3. That's good. That's what you want. Okay, so that's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. MODOK takes 1 retaliate. The Adaptoid is going to hit us for 2 plus a boost. We'll defend this one. Plus 2. So we defended for 3. We take 1 damage. The Adaptoid takes 1. Chicken! Hey, what is the idea of this old hero new trick? So we're taking the idea of just like the ally swarm Avengers and adding organizational support and the Cersei to try and ramp it faster. Our encounter card is a Man Out of Time. Oh no. We can flip and discard half the cards rounded down. We'll discard Shield Toss and we'll discard Blade. Alrighty. Okay, so we get to reduce the first cost. So we'll use Super Soldier Serum Strength to play Black Panther. And then we'll go find a blue event, which will be Strength in Numbers, and attach it to Black Panther. Let's go ahead and use Black Panther. Or use Strength in Numbers. We'll exhaust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to draw 5 cards. 1, oh, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. We will flip up to Captain America. We'll toss Strength in Numbers to ready Cap. We'll go ahead and take out the Adaptoid. There. We could Avengers Assemble. I don't think this is an Avengers Assemble round, so I think instead we're going to use Super Soldier Serum, Avengers Assemble, Kalu, that's 3, Quinn Carrier for 4 to play the Mansion. Been a while since I played Cap. Maybe I should play him. Captain America is just very solid. He's just very fun. We have Captain Marvel. I'm thinking that we're gonna block with probably White Tiger. No, actually probably Agent 13 here to take out MODOK because we have Avengers Tower coming soon. Just draw. It's a giant man. Okay. We're at 4 health, which is less health than I want, but we'll stand up. Damn, owned. Thank you so very much for this subscription. I appreciate it. You're amazing. How's your day going? We got Captain America and Giant Man. We're going to hang on to, or Captain Marvel, I'm sorry, and Giant Man. We're going to hang on to Captain Marvel. We'll draw into a Avengers Tower, Heroic Strike, and a Squirrel Girl, 2, 4, 5. Got 1 threat here. MODOK's going to attack. We'll block with Agent 13. 1 plus 3. Good block, Agent 13. But that gets rid of our only non-Avenger character, which means that our Avengers Tower can start paying for some allies. Our encounter card here is a AIM Jailer. We'll Hawkeye this for 2. Boom, just like that. Here we go. Mansion will draw us a card. Organizational Support. Intriguing. Super Soldier Serum will play an Avengers Tower. That increases our ally limit by 1. We can exhaust Avengers Tower to reduce the next cost of the ally we play by 1. We'll Super Soldier Serum to play Squirrel Girl. Deal 1 damage to each enemy in play. And so we are at 3 normal. Triskelion does not count, so we do have 1 more ally slot, which is nice. We'll go ahead and Organizational Support for 1, 2, 3, 4 Heroic Strike to play Captain Marvel. We'll discard the top 4 cards of our deck, which is only 3. We discarded 1 Lightning, so we'll deal 3 damage to MODOK. 1, 2, 3. We did deck out, so we'll get an encounter card. Chicken, I'm in a mood where I play some underappreciated heroes. I did a blue deck with Hulk. Ooh, that sounds fun. Teamwork and you got this. Nice. That's fun. I like finding non-aggression ways to play Hulk. I think that's fun. Hey, Laura. Love the gameplays. Do you have a favorite villain from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I think probably Thunderbolts. Though they are all very good. Widow is also really, really fun. I think Thunderbolts is probably my favorite scenario. I think next we're going to be playing, we have a Spider-Ham deck that I want to, actually, at some point we'll play a Spider-Ham deck against the final scenario Citizen, or of whatever his name is. The finals. Baron Zemo. I'm thinking that that should be in here. That Baron Zemo will be fun to play standalone. I just haven't tried him standalone, but we're gonna be doing that today. So yeah. Got a heroic strike, we'll just hang on to that. White Tiger will go ahead and take out the Jailer. She'll take one. Go ahead and thwart 2 here. And we'll stand up. I want to keep my batteries on the table. I want to keep my allies on the table. So if Black Panther or Captain Marvel attack MODOK, the double retaliate will go ahead and take both of them out, which is something that I'm not opposed to doing if I'm about to shuffle my deck. But since I don't have a discard pile right now, I'm not going to do that. Because they both have win entering play abilities. So I might as well keep them around to see if I can strengthen numbers them or something for better effect. We got organizational support, energy. There we go. Strengthen numbers, Giant Man, and an Agent 13. 2, 4, 5. We're going to add 1. We got MODOK attacking. We have 4. Let's go ahead and block with Tiger. It's going to be 1, 2. It's going to knock out White Tiger. Oh, I have heroics. Okay. No. I think the last card I drew was Agent 13, so we'll shuffle that in. What I need to do is if I'm holding onto a card, just put it on top of my deck. My best play was Goliath. He had 5 attacks, so I played Teamwork plus Hulk Smash for 18. Sick. Did 5 more damage. You got this on Goliath. Discard him. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Nice. It's 2 cards. First one is Nanobots. Attached to MODOK. After MODOK activates, heal 1 damage from him. After his hit points are reset, we discard this card. And then we've got a Master Plan. We'll discard until we get a Side Scheme. There we go. Hostage Situation. MODOK cannot take damage. When revealed, attach 1 rescue ally face up here. When defeated, the defeating player takes control of the attached ally. Comes in with 3, so we'll just clear that because we can't have that. Alrighty. Mansion will draw us a card, which is a strength in numbers. Cool. Let's play strength in numbers. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got strength in numbers. Falcon. Steve's Apartment 3. Ant-Man 4. 5 is Blade. Okay. I was hoping for an Avengers Assemble there. That's fine. Do we have any wilds in our hand? We do not. So let's just go ahead and spin strength in numbers, and a Super Soldier Serum to remove a lock counter from here. Let's go ahead and thwart the hostage situation down to 1. We will toss Steve's Apartment to ready and thwart this down so he can actually take damage. We've got Energy Super Soldier will remove a lock counter from here. But if we have a non-Avenger ally on the table, our ally slot is 4. Stinger doesn't count. So if I play an Avenger ally right now and I clear holding cell, I would have to discard an ally. I don't really want to do that. But I guess I don't have to clear holding cell right now. I don't. I have 4 health, which is annoying. Let's go Avengers Tower to play Blade. Blade will go ahead and attack MODOK for 1, 2. I will discard a Falcon to have him not be discarded, and he takes 2 retaliate. MODOK's down to 5. I don't want to reset him until I have only 2 on the holding cell environment. which makes me think that I probably should have done something else, but here we are. Okay. I'm gonna hang on to organizational support, and I think we're gonna toss the rest. Let's stand up. I think this deck would do a little bit better against someone that doesn't retaliate too and immediately kill all of my allies when they attack. Put that right there so I remember. So we got organizational support, Kalu, shield block, nice, okay. Strength, and a shield block, 2, 4, 5. Not the finish you'd hope for. I'm gonna go 1 here. MODOK is going to attack us for 1 plus a boost card. We're gonna take it to the face. It's gonna be +2, and then we're gonna shuffle this in. We're gonna deal a retaliate, and then he's going to heal that retaliate back. That gets shuffled back in. And then we are going to play shield block to exhaust the shield to prevent that damage. Encounter card, Monica. All Scientist Supreme is in the victory display. She gains Villainous. We'll go ahead and deal 2 damage from Hawkeye to her. Alrighty. Mansion will draw us into a shield toss. Captain Marvel will take out Monica. She goes in the victory display. Captain Marvel takes 2 damage. Panther will go ahead and thwart here for 2. We've got so many resources. I need a sync. I think Lockjaw, Machine Man plus Honorary Avenger could also work. But I just feel like we're treading water because we don't have anything to do. Black Panther needs 2. So I need to... Let's have Blade go ahead and attack MODOK for 2. 1, 2. It's going to knock Blade out, which is going to open our ally slot back up because we have 3 Triskelion free. Okay, so we might as well go Avengers Tower and Super Soldier to play Kalu. We search the top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a... Let's go Fearless Determination. Mainly because that's going to draw us a card, and maybe we can get something that we do want to play. Fearless Determination will draw us into a Agent 13. That is not something we really want to play. Kalu will go ahead and throw 1 damage at MODOK and take him out. Then we've got Super Soldier Serum, Strength to clear out the lock counter here. To get Sarah Garza. She gains Overkill and Ranged. So we're good on our counters. We can spend 2 punch resources to remove a counter. Cap with the Cersei. Let's go, villain. How's it going? We're having some fun here. We have a lot of random stuff going on. Organizational support, Stinger and Hawkeye will remove a lock counter from there. It's going good. Just finished recording my very late deep dive on Silk. Nice. I still have not done that. We're at 4. We might as well flip down and heal, hopefully not drawing a boost effect. Oh, well, Sarah can go ahead and just attack. No. Oh, ooh. Sarah's going to attack for 2 before we remove the lock counter, which is going to then get us strong Inhuman. And then we're going to Reset MODOK to 14. Get rid of this. Then we're going to spend the organizational support, and we have strong inhuman now. Now a strength in numbers is just going to be dumb, but I'm here for it. Very much here for it. We'll go ahead and spend 3 to remove a lock counter. We've got psionic inhuman. So whenever he thwarts, remove 1 lock counter from holding cell. When I destroyed the Adaptoid, I was supposed to remove lock counters, but I forgot about that. Does Sarah being out change the ally limit? That event? Yes, it does. It does. But I think we're still good. So we effectively have 4 allies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stinger does not count, and then these don't count. So like these over here don't count. We got Triskelion holding off on 1 of these. And then these are our 3 allies. We don't get the benefit from tower. So, unfortunately, yes, but I think we're kind of fine. Let's flip down and heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Stand up. Now the goal is to strengthen numbers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9 cards. I think all my strengthen numbers are in my discard, but still. We've got Avengers as symbol, Fearless Determination, Wonder Man, Avengers as symbol, and a Genius. We're going to go ahead and add 1. MODOK will scheme for 3. Attach this card to the activating enemy. Attach to MODOK. Attached enemy gains Stalwart. When the attached enemy would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. Then if there's at least 5 damage, discard this card. So this goes to 4. And then our encounter card is an Evil Alliance. We got 3 counters here. Looks fun. I'm excited to play the new villains more. Been using the new heroes against old scenarios. Nice. What are your thoughts on the new heroes? Which one do you like more? I don't recognize half the MODOK cards. I've seen your stream, which is exciting. MODOK is a lot of fun. MODOK is an absolute blast, and I think he's my least favorite in the box. And I love him. So, yeah, pretty exciting. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and Mansion to draw a card. We got Shield Toss. We will have Black Panther go ahead and might as well hit MODOK for 2. Knock himself out. We will Avengers Tower. Reduce the first cost of each ally to play Wonder Man. It's an additional cost for Wonder Man to attack. You have to discard discard a card from your hand. Easy. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll flip up to Cap. We'll play a Fearless Determination to draw a card into organizational support. Let's go. I don't have another ally. That's kind of fun. Super Soldier, and a Shield Toss. We'll remove a lock counter. Organizational support. Stinger. Wonder Man. Squirrel Girl. Nope, just needed 2 of those. Stinger and Wonder Man. To remove the last lock counter from here. Actually, no, that's crazy. It doesn't matter. To get a Flying Inhuman. After this ally thwarts, remove 1 threat from any scheme. All of the allies. Let's go ahead and thwart one here. Let's go organizational support. 1, 2, 3, 4. To play Avengers Assemble, to ready each Avenger character that we control. And they get +1 thwart, +1 attack until the end of the phase. Villain has 12. Hawkeye will hit villain for 2. 1, 2. That'll knock Hawkeye out. We got Captain Marvel will hit for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knock Captain Marvel out. Oh yeah. Wonder Man will hit for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll discard Genius. Cap will hit for 3. 1, 2. Boom. Oh wait, shoot. 5 more damage there. So there's 2, 3, 5. Enough damage. Hawkeye will hit villain for 2. My life flashed before my eyes. Oh my gosh. So that was kind of fun. The other nice thing that I feel like the deck was able to showcase is I didn't do any Avenger or shrink the number shenanigans with the 4 extra allies that we had on the table. So it felt fairly similar to what it would be if it wasn't with these allies. But I really liked the play of having 3 allies on the table, organization support, exhausting those allies to pay for Avengers Assemble, and then readying it. So it's effectively a whatever it is. It's just like a nice, cool way to get all of your allies ready and +1 to all of their stats. If I wasn't playing this, we would have included the Mighty Avengers card as well. And then, everything gets +1 or +2. And you can blitz a lot with that. I don't know if Cersei is. I think you take out Cersei in this deck. I don't think that it has. I don't think it adds enough. It's easier for us to pay for stuff. We have a lot of resource generators. We have organizational support. We have our economy figured out. That being said, Cersei was very easy to put into play because we were able to just use like a Genius and a organizational support to play it. So if you're playing true solo, I'd probably leave it out. If you're playing multiplayer, I'd leave it in and then use it for your teammates rather than yourself. There you go. Alrighty. Next up, we have Iron Man, because we got some new tech cards for Iron Man, as well as some supports that are going to allow us to tutor some tech cards. So we're going to be playing Iron Man. I think we're going to take Iron Man up against... Who do we want to go up against? We could do Thunderbolts. I want to save Baron for Spider-Ham, because I think that seems kind of fun. We could do Thunderbolts again. We could do Patroc. Let's do Patroc. Let's do a Patroc. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the Be Right Back, because I actually have to construct this deck, because it is not made yet, because all the cards are currently in the Black Widow deck that we just played. So I'm going to do Be Right Back, construct the deck, come back. We're gonna have. I'm really excited about Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I think Iron Man's one of my top more fun heroes to play, especially as we get more tech cards. And now that we have ways to tutor them, I'm here for it. Alrighty, I'll see y'all soon. Peace. my friends, we are back with Tony Stark going up against the Thunderbolt scenario with an old hero, new trick. Friendly, you missed most of the stream. We're halfway through the stream, so you got we're good. You got half the stream left. So it's good. The stream is going really well. We got Black Widow and a Captain America deck. Both of them I think went really well. I was very happy with how they played. I think I probably like the Widow deck a little bit more. I think Widow was a ton of fun. And now we're playing Tony Stark with a lot of the new tech and all that good stuff. So I'm excited. And then we're gonna cap pun not intended, but now very much intended. We're gonna cap the stream off with a Spider Ham versus Baron Zemo. Sweet. Looking forward to getting the box here in Canada. I can't wait to punch old Zemo in the face. Nice. MODOK looks good too. Yeah, I was saying right before I went to break that I think MODOK is my least favorite scenario in the box, and I love MODOK. Where it's the box is phenomenal. I think Baron Zemo maybe tied. I actually no. I'm gonna just hold off on saying anything about Zemo. I have not played him standalone, and I feel like he plays differently in standalone than he does in campaign. And so I'm gonna probably play him a couple of times to kind of get an idea of how he feels. Surprised you are the first streamer to do Black Widow. Am I really? I would have thought that would have been done earlier. Widow versus Widow was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Let's talk about the old hero new trick deck here. So Tony Stark loves his tech, and we got some new tech. So we've got 2 copies of Prism Dust. So after a minion enters play, discard Prism Dust, confuse that minion. It is max 1 per player, but since we can, or we're just increasing consistency of draw. So once we drop that, it's an easy way to increase Iron Man's hand size because he gets +1 for every tech card that we control. Then we've got Gemma and Leo. So these are the 2 new cards. Gemma allows us to generate a mental resource for a tech card, which is what Tony likes to do. And then Leo here allows us to search our deck for a tech card and add it to our hand. Now, they do cost 3. They are a little expensive. They are only alter ego actions. Actually, Gemma's not an alter ego action. For some reason, I thought Gemma was an alter ego action. She is not. Only Leo is. That's really good to know. Okay, so Gemma's not a alter ego action, but Leo is. But I think we will be spending a good amount of time in alter ego. We got a lot of confuse in here. Potentially, we probably should have added a float like a butterfly. Let's add a float like a butterfly. Talked myself into it. So those will tutor and help us build. We've got our ally lineup. We've got Dazzler, confuses an enemy. This is also no, he's not going to scheme, but we do need a way to confuse. I think what I'm going to do is normally this deck has Professor X in it. I may swap Professor X out for Banshee for the Thunderbolts minion or for the Thunderbolts scenario. Normally I would keep X in here, but I think I'm switching X out for Banshee. So that's just this deck this deck thing. But Banshee allows us to confuse the minion. Professor X allows us to confuse the villain. But really, Citizen V is not going to be confused, or not going to be activating for most of the game. And so Banshee, I think, is going to take that spot of X. Okay? So Banshee, Blindfold, Quake, Nick Fury, and Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson can now pull Prism Dust. You aren't playing Professor X? Crazy, right? So just another way to tutor that Prism Dust. I may actually probably should have another preparation card. Here we are. We got superpower training and build support. Build support is probably going to grab Pepper Potts. If we don't have Pepper, then we'll probably grab Quinn Carrier with the build support, or potentially one of these 2. And then superpower training grabs whatever piece of armor we want to have. We got 2 copies of Sonic Rifle. These are can confuse a enemy. Also tech. Iron Man's secret weapon, Dust. Pocket Sand. We've got 2 copies of Beat Cop, and all of this, we've got meditation. So I do plan on being an alter ego a good bit and using meditation to ramp the the resources so that we can get a lot of these into play very quickly. We got Quinn Carrier. We got 2 copies of Plasma Pistol. We will probably try and prioritize getting Sonic Rifle into those restricted slots. Mainly, Plasma Pistol has the lightning resource, where Sonic has the mental. But if I draw Plasma Pistol first, I'm playing it. So, the Invisibility Suit tech traded. We got Face the Past, we got our doubles, and surprise last edition is Float Like a Butterfly. Because once we do have that Confuse, and once we're built out, we're not necessarily going to Alter Ego as frequently, and so Float is going to be our finisher. Because if we can Confuse, then we can do a lot of damage. That goes there, that goes here. I think with Float, it turns into a 41 card deck. I would probably try and cut something out, potentially Prism Dust, or actually probably Coulson. I don't think I need Coulson. Did you consider Invisibility Suit with Iron Man? I don't even know what that card is. It's out. Oh, it comes out with Shuri. Nice. That's why I don't know what it is. I have not done my deep dive into Shuri yet. For the Thunderbolt scenario, we do have to choose 2 different elite Thunderbolt mod set. Oh, no worries, no worries. I was just like, huh, Visibility Suit. That sounds fun. My mind went to Harry Potter. So I have not played against Black Widow yet. I'm sorry, Pale Little Spider, which is the Black Widow mod set. So we are going to just force choose that, and then we will roll to figure out the other one. But I want to play all of them. Oh, Black Widow's Retaliate. Good. After Black Widow schemes against you, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Handspring and attach it to her. Gross. Otherwise, you are confused. It is confusing. I keep wanting to use the Raft also from Shuri. The Raft. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I didn't do my deep dive with Silk. Silk and Shuri are too similar. I'm going to mess that up again. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Songbird. Okay. Too many geniuses. Too many S heroes. All right. So apprehending rogue agents. Choose 1 modular set plus 1 modular set per player. Shuffle each of those, set each of those minions aside and shuffle the rest of the encounter decks into the encounter deck. Reveal the Justice Like Lightning environment. This starts with 1. Each Thunderbolt minion gains guard. And after a player attacks a Thunderbolt minion, that minion engages the player. Justice Like Lightning. Each player reveals a random set aside Thunderbolt minion. Reveal and attach that minion face up here. So we'll go even odd. We got odd. So Widow goes here. Oh, no. Widow goes here. Songbird attaches here. And then in expert mode, each of these minions gains tough. I'll put a retaliate on her. And we flip this card into Thunderbolt Backup. The minion attached here is in play and can be targeted by attacks and abilities. When the round ends, attach the Thunderbolt minion with the most damage here, swapping it with the minion already attached here, if any. Heal 1 damage. In expert mode, heal 2 damage. And then give it a tough status card. I think probably what we will try and do is damage Widow so that we can put Widow back under Thunderbolt Backup. I think I'd rather take Songbird schemes than Widow scheme, because whenever she schemes, we have to go get a copy of Handspring. Let's just see what that is while we are here. Handspring, attached to Widow. When they would take any amount of damage from an attack, deal that damage to the attacking character instead. Ooh, I hate it. Do we see the Red Hulk in this expansion? Like as a minion, we do not. We do not. Citizen V starts with 16 hit points. We have 14 hit points on Widow and 16 on Songbird. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do counters instead of tokens. So that's going to be easier because it gets to be a lot of tokens. Alrighty. We start with 9 health. Citizen V starts with 16. We got 0. Let's count down. It's just a lot. So 16 health here, 14 health here. Widow is engaged. Dice goes away. Time to draw our opening hand. It would be really nice to see a Leo or a Gemma in this opening hand. Also, just all of the text. Not Dazzler. Banshee is probably the best call, or the best thing that we could see. A Banshee and a Meditation, which could just help us stay in Alter Ego more. We get 6 cards. Got a Strength, Power Gauntlets, Sonic Rifle, Prism Dust, Flow Like a Butterfly, and a Arc Reactor. That's a pretty decent opening hand. Yeah, that's nice. So we don't need float. We can toss float. I think we will probably place Sonic Rifle here, Prism Dust, and get one more card plus the Futurist. Let's toss the yeah, let's toss Power Gauntlets just because we can potentially draw a double. Got Blindfold, and we've got Agent Coulson. Okay. Let's Futurist. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 to our hand. Oh, there's Banshee. There's Dazzler. Discard the other 2. We're going to take Banshee, and that's going to change kind of what we do. Float is amazing in this deck. I never considered how well that would work with Tony. It's a nice finisher. Let's go Strength, Coulson, Blindfold to play Banshee. Banshee will thwart here, take a damage, and confuse. Okay. Ooh. We have more Prism Dust. We have another Sonic Rifle. We have Banshee now, so I don't think we need Sonic Rifle as much. So let's play Arc Reactor. Now let's stand up. Okay. We got 6 cards. We got Beat Cop, Plasma Pistol, Nicholas Fury, Plasma Pistol, Face the Pet. Ooh. Don't tempt me with a good time. And a Pepper Potts. Let's go. Miss Peppa. Citizen V, if we are engaged with a Thunderbolt minion, instead of activating, heals 6 damage. And Black Widow is confused. Our encounter card is going to be a Sonic Bubble. When any amount of damage would be dealt to an enemy, remove an equal amount of threat from here instead. That comes in with 3. And a Crisis Icon. Okay. Let's go Futurist. We've got a Build Support, a Prism Dust, and a Meditation. We'll take the Meditation. We will exhaust Tony Stark when playing Meditation to put Pepper Potts onto the table. Pepper Potts can exhaust and generate the resource of the top card in our discard pile. Banshee will thwart here, take this down to 1, and confuse Widow. Oop. Pepper Potts. What do we want to do? What do we want to do with our lives? Do we want to play Nick? Do we want to... I feel like Nick wouldn't be bad, but we also can't just drop 2 Plasma Pistols. That would give us a hand size of 4 on our hero side if we do flip up. I think we do want to do that. That feels like the best call, is to just get tech onto the table. Black Widow's attacking us for 1, which I'm okay with. So let's just Pepper Potts, Face the Past to play Plasma Pistol. That comes in with 3. And we will use these charges pretty quickly, I think, because we're going to swap at least one of them out for a Sonic Rifle. Almost every box there have been always a Stinker Villain. I think this box may have 5 winners. I agree with that statement. I think that this box is really solid. Nick and Beat Cop will play a second copy of Plasma Pistol. Comes in with 3. We will flip up to Iron Man. We will Arc Reactor to ready. Let's go ahead and knock the tough here. We'll take 1 retaliate. Plasma pistol will clear sonic bubble because it prevents the damage and removes the threat. There. Then this plasma pistol will deal 2 damage to Black Widow, which is nice. I'm actually going to just count damage because it's going to be easier to see how much or who has the most amount of damage on them. So this is going to be 0, 0, and that's going to be 2. That way these will switch, and then we don't have to worry about Widow as much when it's here. Okay. Let's stand up. We have a hand size of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have rocket boots, we have sonic rifle, that's nice, repulsor blast, and a meditation. Meditation does not really work with the sonic rifle because the sonic rifle is a hero action, but I can banshee and we can get sonic rifle out. Okay, that works. We'll go 1 here. Citizen is going to heal. Black Widow is going to attack us for 1 plus a boost. I'm going to take it to the face. It's going to be +1. So we take 2 damage. Then our encounter card is the Coming Storm. Each minion engaged with the player clockwise from them. It's going to come in with 2 threats and a hazard. At the end of the round, we are going to swap these 2 villains because whoever has the most damage goes back behind here. We heal 2 damage, and then we give Black Widow a tough status card. Cool. Alrighty. Banshee will go ahead and thwart knocking Banshee out, the Coming Storm. When we do that, we will confuse Songbird. Okay. I will go ahead and thwart the main. Arc Reactor will ready me. I don't know if there's any reason to use... I guess we'll Plasma Pistol, Plasma Pistol. These are not attacks, so we'll just knock the toughs off. We'll leave the tough there. Because they're just going to get a tough right back, but might as well knock the tough here. Let's flip down. We will use Exhaust to play Meditation to put a Sonic Rifle onto the table on top of this Plasma Pistol, because we only can have 2 restricted. I wonder if... No, I was going to say I wonder if there's a side holster spot here, but I'm not sold on that. We use Pepper to play Rocket Boots. We get +1 hit point. And we will, I guess, Futurist. Helmet, Meditation, and a Armor. We'll take the helmet, and then we'll use Repulsor Blast to play the helmet. Okay, so we are pretty close to built out. To our full hand size, at least. So let's stand up. We've got a Supersonic Punch, Repulsor Blast, Superpower Training. Probably, I like to target, if I already have the Arc Reactor out, I like to target the Mark V Armor for the Superpower Training because it's the most expensive and then it heals us a lot. We got Quake, that's 4, War Machine, and a Genius. We got 1, we're going to heal and we're confused. Our encounter card is Tap In. Engage the Thunderbolt minion with the least damage that is not engaged with you. That minion activates against you. So Black Widow is going to pop in, but she is confused. What a funny, thematic way to resolve that. Songbird is like, tap in, Black Widow, come on. And Black Widow's like, I'm ready. And runs in just super confused and doesn't do anything. And Songbird's like, what the heck? What's going on? We're going to put Black Widow back because there's a tie. She gets the tough. And it's our turn. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and Futurist. We've got a Leo, beautiful, a Power Gauntlet, and a Stark Tower. We're going to take the Leo here. We're going to use War Machine and Genius, putting Genius on top to play Leo. Leo allows us to search our deck for a tech card, which we will go ahead and do. Go find a tech card, which is Rocket Boots. We get to shuffle. Let's use Pepper to go ahead and play Quake. Let's use Repulsor Blast to play Superpower Training. Come in with 3. We got Supersonic Punch to play Rocket Boots. That gives us +1 hit point. Okay. Cool. We're going to flip up to hero form. We're going to go ahead and thwart 2 here to take this down to 1. The Mark V helmet will clear this. Superpower Training goes away. We get to go find a upgrade, which will be the Mark V armor. We get +6 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Arc Reactor will ready us. Sonic Rifle will go ahead and confuse Songbird. Let's just go ahead and do that. And then we will go ahead and just thwart there. Let's stand up. We're about to deck out. We got 2, 4. We did just deck out. So I do think it's probably worth going back down to Alter Ego because now we have Leo. We know we have Gemma in our hand. So, like, I feel like we can go grab, like, our hand blasters or whatever they're called. May have a double in this hand, too. I don't actually remember. Wait, I just said 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7 cards. We got Quinn Carrier, Beat Cop. There's our double. Gemma, Repulsor Blast. 5, 6, 7. Oh, we also have the Meditation. Insane. Alrighty. Fun. We got 1 here. Confused. Or, I'm sorry. Heal. Sonic Bird is going to just attack us. We'll take it. It's going to be 0, 1, 3. Take 3 damage. We have 2 encounter cards. The first one being a Hard Sound Bindings. When you would attack, discard Hard Sound Bindings instead. Then you are stunned. And then we've got a Dark Designs. So we got 1. Citizen V is going to scheme for 3, 4, 5. Scary. Takes us up to 6. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Don't need a Repulsor Blast right now, so let's use Repulsor Blast and Strength to play a Quinn Carrier. Generate Pepper Potts, and Quinn Carrier will play Gemma Simmons. We'll remove 1 threat here with our helmet. We'll go ahead and thwart for 2 to take it down to 3. Arc Reactor will ready us. Plasma Pistol will knock the tough just for fun. No, that's dumb. It gets the tough right back. Just kidding. We're not doing that. Were we expecting a character reveal today? We were ready for one. I don't know if I was like, it's going to happen today. I thought it was going to be fairly likely if it did. But I'm not surprised it did not. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 off of the main. Take that down to 1. We will flip down to Tony. Actually, we're going to leave that at 3. We're going to flip down to Tony, though. We're still ready. Let's use Leo to search our deck for a tech card. So I'm just going to take Prism Dust because we have... No, I'm going to take the Pew Pew hand gauntlet. No hero reveal. More time to play Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Absolutely. Okay. We have Exhaust Meditation to drop a Beat Cop onto the table. We can move a threat from the main to Beat Cop. Do we just like risk the future? I don't. Is there anything that? Yeah, let's just futurist. Hey, it worked. Prism Dust, War Machine, flow like a butterfly. Gemma will play Prism Dust. We will use energy to play Power Gauntlets, and I think that's probably the last time we will be in Alter Ego. I think we'll be okay here. If we get another Dark Designs, we'll be fine. So let's stand up. We got 6 cards, less cards here. We got Build Support, Blindfold, Beat Cop, Genius, Plasma Pistol, and a Face the Past. This actually probably isn't a bad time for a Face the Past. We got 1, Heal, Confuse, draw into, down but not out. Choose a random Thunderbolt minion from the Victory display and reveal it. If no minion interplay this way, this card gains Surge into Handspring attached to Black Widow. When the attached enemy would take damage from an attack, deal that damage to the attacking character instead, and then discard this card. Nice. It is our turn. Let's go ahead and let's go Quinn Carrier and Pepper to play Blindfold. When she enters play, we can look at the top 5 cards of our deck and discard 1. Face the Past seems good here. Hitting the villain is important with those big minions. Yeah. Your board states are insane. Gotta love the token. Yeah, right? We got Sinister Strike. Got Hard Sound. Songbird would reveal her. Give the activating enemy an additional boost card. Place a pursuit counter on Pursuit by the Past. Innocent Bystanders. I hate Innocent Bystanders. And Hard Sound. So 2 of these will be our boost card for Songbird, and then one of them will be our we have a Prism Dust in our deck, so we would be able to play that again if we toss it with Nowhere is Safe. I think we toss Hard Sound. These are our 2. We get Innocent Bystanders. Hard Sound is just annoying. We could go these 3 for our boost, and then if Songbird, she activates against you. Ugh. I think we're going to toss Hard Sound. We toss this Hard Sound. Then we get Innocent Bystanders. Threat is actually not that bad. So if we toss Hard Sound, we will have 1 damage coming in. Innocent Bystanders will be able to clear the board there. Okay. Futurist. We got Repulsor Blast, Dazzler, Supersonic Punch. We probably actually could clear Songbird here. I don't think that would be too hard to do. Let's grab Supersonic Punch. We got Leo searching our deck for a tech card, which is going to be our Power Gauntlets. Got that there. We do need to get rid of Hard Sound Bindings. I'm looking at that now. I forgot about this. Cool. Got Genius to play Power Gauntlets. We will flip up. We will attack to get rid of this, which will stun us. And then we will Power Gauntlets to remove the stun. Let's go ahead and use Face the Past. Remove this from the game. If I were my Nemesis set, where would I... Oh, there we are. Whiplash. Whiplash comes in. Retaliate 1. We get to ready and draw 3 cards. We cannot attack the villain. We've got Banshee, Supersonic Punch, and a Nick Fury. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay. No, we're not going to do that quite yet. Got a plasma pistol, a supersonic punch, supersonic punch, and a beat cop. We'll play Nick Fury. Draw Stark Tower, Meditation, and a Repulsor Blast. Let's go ahead and use the Repulsor Blast to put out build support. We're actually going to use Stark Tower to put out build support. We'll spin Meditation for the Rocket Boots to give ourselves aerial for the round. We'll remove one threat from each scheme. Blindfold will go ahead and clear. Do I have any? What am I doing with build support? Why am I clearing build support? I think I already actually have all of my cards out. I'm just in my engine building mode. I think the only thing we have. Oh no, we have Beat Cop. Let's go. We'll grab another Beat Cop. I'm a big fan of our board state here. The two Beat Cops will clear here. Okay. Sometimes clearing is just for bragging rights. Yeah, right. It would be nice to hang on to Banshee, but I don't think that is where we are going. I guess we could have Prism Dust here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Prism Dust when Whiplash came into play. That deals 2 damage and confuses Whiplash. And then we've got Nick attacking to take Whiplash out. Okay. Got Power Gauntlets to deal 2 damage. Or do I want to take out Widow? She has Retaliate, which is annoying. Let's just deal 2 damage to Songbird there. Let's go 1, 2 more damage from Iron Man. Takes him up to 4. Quake will deal 2 to put 6 onto Songbird. Quake takes 1. I think we're going to go ahead and Sonic Rifle to clear that out to confuse Black Widow. I don't want Widow scheming against me. And let's go ahead and Repulsor Blast, deal 1 damage, and then discard, I guess, the 4. It's kind of annoying, but here we are. Oh, so Sinister Strike will... That's fine. Sinister Strike getting dealt to us as an encounter card is not bad, especially now that we have Nick, because we can just block with Citizen. So we're attacking for 1. Oh, nice. Whiff. 1 damage. Pew. I'm thinking they will bring out the new Captain America in the next box expansion. I'm thinking so too. Captain Marvel will be a villain. You think Captain Marvel? I was wondering because I always picture Captain America and Tony as kind of the main adversaries in that kind of storyline. But that'd be cool. We got a plasma pistol knocking here for 2. And we will stand up. Oh, now we are going to take 2 damage. That's fine. Alrighty. We've got Meditation, Supersonic Punch, War Machine, Agent Coulson, and a Stark Tower. Nope, we have 7 cards. I don't know why I'm driving 5. Repulsor Blast and another Meditation. Nice. Let's go 1 here. Heal for 6. Songbird is going to attack us. We're just going to take it to the face. We're going to add a counter and then +2. So we take 1, 2. Our 2 cards. First one is a Sinister Strike. We're going to place a counter here. Then Citizen V is going to attack us for 2. We'll block with Nick. +1. Nick is gone. And then we've got Hard Sound. Songbird activates against us. So Songbird is going to attack us for 0 +2 boost. We'll block with Blindfold. Blindfold takes 5 to the face. Good job, Blindfold. Good job, Blindfold. The end of the round, we are going to swap these 2. We'll heal 2 from Songbird and give her a tough status card. In the comics, there's a Civil War story. It has Captain Marvel as the. Oh, okay, cool. Well, Captain Marvel is also a core set hero. Yeah, both of the adversaries feel core set to me, which I think is an evergreen product that they're not redoing the heroes. But I mean, I know as much as you all do. It may be nothing, right? All right, it is our turn to go. Let's go ahead and use meditation to give ourselves aerial. Um, cool. Beat Cop will steal one from here. Do we want to take out Black Widow, or do we want to let's just punch Songbird to death? That seems fun. So let's use our basic attack to knock the tough off of Songbird, which will engage Songbird. We will go 2-4. That's going to take Songbird up to 11 damage. Let's actually only do one of those. So 9. Then we will use a Pepper Potts and a Quinn Carrier to play Supersonic Punch to deal 8, which is going to knock Songbird out. Okay. Arc Reactor will ready Tony. Meditation, War Machine, and Stark Tower will play Agent Coulson, which will go and grab Prism Dust. Oh, wait. Yeah, Prism Dust. Although there's also a Civil War comic story where Tony was sort of the villain. He cloned Thor. Oh, that's cool. I'm down for cloning Thor. Go 1 to play a Prism Dust here. Coulson will knock Tough. He'll take 2 damage back. Power Gauntlets will deal 2. We will take 1 back. I'm gonna flip down to Alter Ego. I'm just dodging attacks. And I'm not gonna Power Gauntlets, because she'll just heal that right back. So I'm gonna get that health, and then I'm gonna heal for 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's stand up. We're gonna hang on to our Repulsor Blast. The Repulsor Blast ratio for lightnings in the deck is not super great, but it's not awful. There's a Strength or another Repulsor Blast. Supersonic Punch is a better option for us. Sonic Rifle and a Float Like a Butterfly, 2, 4, 6. We do like that Float Like a Butterfly. That's what we needed. Alrighty. Go 1, Citizen V will heal. We actually technically don't need to. Black Widow can just head back up here to Thunderbolt backups, and then we can throw everything at Citizen V. That's actually the right call there. Widow is confused. Our encounter card is Pale Little Spider. Find Black Widow and reveal her. She activates against you. No enemy activated this way. This card gains Surge. Oh, I also did an Handspring, so that's another reason to not use the Power Gauntlets. So 2, after this activation, we're getting Whiplash back. I took out Whiplash a while ago. Where did he go? There he is. Comes in with 4. Got an acceleration icon. Okay. The end of the round, Black Widow is going to head back here. and get a tough. Well, let's see if we can just win. I guess, no, that's a hero response. Just kidding. Alrighty. Let's Futurist. We've got a Repulsor Blast, Energy, and a Banshee. We'll take the Repulsor Blast, putting Energy on top. We'll go Pepper for a Float Like a Butterfly. Let's do Leo to go find Sonic Rifle. Citizen V is 16. I think that is uber doable. Anything else we need to do in Alter Ego? I don't believe so. So let's flip up to Iron Man. Strength and a Quinn Carrier will play Sonic Rifle. Sonic Rifle we will use to confuse Citizen V. There. Let's see how much damage we can do. Nice. Rocket Boots. We're going to toss a Sonic Rifle to give ourselves aerial. So we got 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Arc Reactor to ready. 1, 2. Quake for 3. 1, 2, 3. Agent Coulson for 2. Takes him down to 1. But, oh, we're not done yet. We got Plasma Pistol. Now we're going to count up just for fun. So we've got, we're overkilled 1 damage. We're actually going to use Gemma instead of the Quinn Carrier to pay for the Sonic Rifle. We will Supersonic Punch for 9. Takes him to 10. And then we will Quinn Carrier for Repulsor Blast to do 12, 13, 14. We overkill him by 14. So we did 30 damage to the Citizen V there. That deck worked really well. I don't actually know if it would be how different it would be if it was against a normal villain without kind of like these popping in and out Thunderbolts. I think potentially the Thunderbolts could be worse for us than the normal, because if we have the Sonic Rifles, the Dazzlers, the Professor X's of the world, we can maintain a confuse on the villain. Though Banshee was pretty good. Banshee helped us set up really quickly because we were able to just kind of confuse Black Widow and hang out for a while. But I mean, Tony's powerful. Tony can ramp so fast now. It's pretty exciting. I don't know if I'd play Repulsor Blast in this deck. I don't know if the ratio is there to hit those lightnings to actually make it pay off. The last one is a 1 for 3, which is a little bit under curve. If we knew where our energy resource was, I could see us doing that. But I'm wondering if I think we're at 41. Maybe we just cut out a card or we throw plan B in there or something like that. Just if we are left over with Repulsor Blast in our hands, we can toss him for some damage. But Tony's just fun. Tony is just a good time to play. So there you go. Next up, we have Spider-Ham. This is going to be the last game today. We got Spider-Ham. We're going to be playing against the standalone version of Baron Zemo. And we'll see how that goes. I think it's probably the most different between standalone and campaign. But I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. There's a lot going on. It's a Spider-Ham organizational support deck with all the Web Warriors, which is inspired or suggested by Trapid, who's one of the watchers. And so we're gonna go to the Be Right Back screen. I'm gonna construct that thing. When we come back, we're gonna have some fun with the pig. See you soon. it is time to take down aim with a pig. Now, this old hero new trick is kind of comboing off of what we already know to be a stupidly effective and very powerful strategy with Spider Ham, which is the leadership recursion of Web Warriors. But we're taking it a step further because now we have organizational support, and pretty much we can exhaust Web Warriors, we can exhaust any cartoon supports, so like the Daily Beagle or whatever. If we're in Alter Ego, we have a use for that just to create more doubles so that we can pay for things. Um, yeah, it's Spider Ham's really good. Spider Ham's just really good. So I'm pretty excited to take on Baron with this deck and see how it goes. So let's talk about it. Running 3 copies of organizational support, we can exhaust a character that that shares a trait with us, and so in hero form that can be cartoon or Web Warriors. And then we're running a lot of Web Warriors. We got Hobie, we got Spider, Ghost Spider, Otto, and Scarlet Spider. We also have Nick Fury out here, but he's not part of the Web Warrior lineup. We also are going to have Peter Parker. And the idea behind this deck kind of falls onto Peter. Once we get him out, which we can with all of our basic tune counters to pay for the resource requirement here, the idea is to use R&D Facility, Web of Life, and Destiny to pump up Porker's stats, use Spider-Man to ready him, use command teams to ready Spider-Man, and just have Spider-Ham just go kind of crazy with damage. We have Make the Calls as well as an Across the Spider-Verse to build out our lineup very quickly. Web of Life and Destiny, once they leave play, we get to draw a card. And then we just have our resources. We got Helicarrier, Clarity of Purpose, which is Spider-Ham's 16th card when you're playing Leadership. Avengers Mansion, TBE. Got a Call for Backup, Build Support, and a Superpower Training, as well as our doubles. And that's the deck. We probably don't even need the doubles in here. But we're having fun with it. So if we were playing multiplayer, I'd probably put a Maria in here. Any deck that has Make the Call, Leadership, that has resources, I'd like to throw Maria in there. But yeah, my biggest concern with the deck is we have command teams and R&D facilities, as well as just his tune counters, which the Green Gobbler eats. And so we have to be a little careful when we're putting those out, especially just keeping an eye on Pursued by the Past and knowing where our Shadow of the Past equivalent is. I forgot what it is right now. Because once we do hit Pursued by the Past and pull out Green Gobbler, we're losing all of the counters. So we either want to do that early or make it so that we don't have a ton of counters on those supports when we are about to hit it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's talk about Baron. So Zemo's Manipulations. The first time I'm playing this standalone. Also, I mentioned it before the break, but to mention it now because in the video it won't be included. This deck was inspired by an idea from Trapit. Trapit gave me this idea. And so, thank you, Trapit. Sounds really fun. Zemo's Manipulations. Prepare the evidence. So we have these evidence cards. We're going to take one of these. That Trapper guy is weird. Sure you want to listen to him? I don't know. It looks pretty fun. So yes, I think I am sure. These are supposed to go in the envelopes. Heck, let's put them in the envelopes. That's more fun. Shuffle these up. These are going to have different evidence eye on them. And we're going to try and be investigating these officers to try and figure out which one of them is the mole. This gives us a means, motives, and opportunity. And once we figure out through process of elimination what these cards are in this envelope, we can make an accusation. We actually don't have to wait until we know exactly. Through process of elimination, if we clear and get all 6 of these cards, we know what's in that envelope, and we can make a successful accusation. If we want to, we can go ahead and make an accusation before we know for sure what happens. And if we are wrong, bad things happen. But depending on how the game is going, if we are struggling, if we need to just kind of start pushing and we have to take a risk, we can do that. Put each board member environment into play. If not playing in campaign mode, put 2 secret counters on each one of them. This is the scary part, right? Because these flip when we hit 3. So I'm going to try and spend at least turn 1 getting rid of some of these counters. Because if we don't, we can immediately lose them, and that's very scary. We can spend 2 mental, lightning, or punch resources to remove a counter and remove 2 threat, heal 1 damage from a character, or deal 2 damage to an enemy. And then here on stage 1, which we start with 2 threat, after the player phase ends, we can choose to place 2 secrets on one of the board members that has no counters on it to take 2 cards from the envelope. And then we can choose to make an accusation if we want. So we don't have to, but we can choose to do so. I just like my play style, I'm pretty conservative, so I don't necessarily want to make a wrong accusation. So I probably will not be. I probably will wait until we have perfect knowledge of what is in that aim folder before I make an accusation, which means that we have to clear these off pretty quickly. Spider-Ham has a lot of wilds in his deck, and organizational support will be able to clear Chief Surveillance Officer fairly easily. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do, but like a lot of the capstone villains in different boxes, you have to prioritize getting over that initial surge of just like bad things are happening, and before you start building. Baron Zemo has 16 hit points. He's a 4/2. When he would be defeated, we instead reset his hit points to 3 and remove 3 secret counters from among board environments. Spider-Ham starts with 6 cards. We got 2, 4, 6. And we are off to the races, my friends. We got Scarlet Spider, Warrior of the Great Web, Call for Backup, Spider-Man, R&D Facility, and a Ham It Up. Nice. Okay. I feel like Spider-Man is easier to play either later game or with a make the call, or with a call for backup for that matter. But let's hang on to Warrior of the Great Web and call for backup and toss everything else. We've got a super powered training, a command team, a ghost spider, and a make the call. Cool. Cool. Let's flip up to hero form. Make the call. We'll put a call for backup onto the table. That comes in with 3. Let's toss these to play Ghost Spider. Spider-Ham and Ghost Spider will thwart down. Do I want to do this? I just said that I needed to do this. I just said I needed to do this. So let's think about that. But I only have lightning resources, which is annoying. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Instead of using make the call to pay for call for backup, let's use superpower training. Then we have 2 mental resources there, and we'll use command team to play Warrior of the Great Web, and then we'll spend these 2 mental resources to clear out call for backup, or take call for backup down to 1. Spider-Ham will clear call for backup. We get to go find an ally and put it into play. It's a good question. Who do we want? Nick is an option. Captain America is also an option. Yeah, let's go Captain America. We'll get a tune counter when Captain America enters play. And then Captain America will go ahead and thwart 2 here. But that thing gives me a tune counter, which I can use as a wild resource. So if we do flip into one of those Shield Executive Board cards, which is going to place a counter on all of our friends here, we can use that wild resource to help prevent the placement of some of those, which can be really, really helpful. Because we really do not want to lose any of them, because that really hinders how much or how quickly we can move through this. Okay, let's stand up. We get 5 cards. Got a Hogwashed, Make the Call, Ham It Up, Avengers Mansion, and a Strength. Ooh, don't tempt me with a good time. We'll throw 2 here. Baron Zemo is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost. We're going to take this to the face. It's going to be 2 plus 3 is 5. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do get another tune counter for a consolation prize. Then our encounter card here is Diplomatic Immunity. Place 1 acceleration token here for each aim minion in the victory display, which currently is 0. That comes in with 3 and an acceleration. Alrighty. Let's use 1 tune counter. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, let's use... Let's go ham it up to... No, we're not. I don't think we need to worry about threat too much. Let's use strength in our 2 tune counters here to play Avengers Mansion. Put that onto the table. We'll use that to draw into a Spider-Man Otto Octavius. What I should have done is held on to one of those tune counters so that I could have healed like Captain America or something, but here we are. We can do... Let's go ahead and play Make the Call. Spend 3 resources and go grab... Let's grab Ghost Spider. I think Peter would be nice, but I like Ghost Spider because she's going to help us build a little bit. Captain America and Ghost Spider will take out Diplomatic Immunity. I'm going to flip down to Alter Ego. If we get a Dark Designs, that's going to be 8 plus 2 boost cards, which would probably end us. Let's thwart this down to 0 and flip down and stand up. Okay, we've got a Genius, Organizational Support, Cartoon Physics, Organic Webbing, Make the Call, and a Cartoon Physics. Cool. We got 2 threat here. Baron's going to scheme for 4, 6. Such an insane amount of scheme. Go up to 8. And our encounter card is a Shield Trooper. Patrol Vulnerable. When defeated, the engaged player discards 1 shield ally or support they control. Otherwise, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Cool. I think we are going to make a basic recovery for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives us a tune counter. We will flip up. Let's go with Mansion to draw a card into a Helicarrier. Then we'll flip up. I want to get rid of that before I play a Helicarrier for sure. I think a lot of this actually just turns into clearing these guys out. That makes a lot of sense to me. Let's use a Cartoon Physics and a Helicarrier to remove 1 from the Tactical Officer to do 2 damage here. Let's have Ghost Spider go ahead and knock out the Shield Trooper. Vulnerable is a new keyword that came in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It says when they are stunned or confused, they get discarded. We'll place 2 threat here. Captain America is going to... Well, actually, let's hang off on Captain America. Let's go Make the Call to pull out Peter Parker. Peter will thwart for 2. Redding Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham will thwart for 2. Take that down to 6. And Organic Webbing we'll play a Cartoon Physics. When we would take any amount of damage, we can prevent all but one of that damage. Good afternoon, 4Y Games. How's it going? How you doing? I think at this point, Captain America will go ahead and take 2 off of here. Threat is scary, so let's just knock Captain America out. Stand up. 5 cards. We got Swinging Web Pig. I don't think so. Nick Fury, Energy, and a Organizational Support. Nice. 2 threat goes here. Baron's going to attack. We're going to take it to the face. So it's going to be 2. Dark Designs adds 1, but we do avoid the Dark Designs, which is nice. With 2 damage, we're not going to proc Cartoon Physics. We're going to just take the 2 damage and then take a Toon counter. Then our encounter card is a Shield Trooper. So we have to either add 2 threats or discard a shield card. Okay. Mansion will draw us a card into Hobie. Energy and a organizational support. I'm going to exhaust Ghost Spider. We'll play Nick Fury. Draw us 3 cards. We got Command Team, Team Building Exercise, and a Spider. I like that. Let's go ahead and use a I don't think so, and Command Team to clear 1 off of the Chief Medical Officer, which will heal 1 from Ghost Spider. Wait, no. Let's heal 1 from Spider-Man. I was like, Ghost Spider's already exhausted, so we can potentially do that next turn if we need to. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 here. Spider-Man will go ahead and hit the Shield Trooper for 2, which will ready Spider-Ham. Nick will go ahead and take out the Shield Trooper, which will add 2 threat. And then we will use Spider-Ham to thwart the 2 threat down. We have got... Ooh, we need another ally slide. I should have gone Triskelion in here. That's on me. Let's go Spider-Man and Spider to play Team Building Exercise, and we're going to hang on to our Swinging Web Pig. Actually, we could play Swinging Web Pig because we have Toon counters. I want to hang on to the Toon counters for the tech against the cards that are going to add 3 counters, just in case. So let's stand up. We're going to hang on to Swinging Web Pig. We'll play that next round, I think. We'll draw into a R&D facility, across the Spider-Verse, organizational support, and a Petulant Pig. Beautiful. 2 threat. Baron's attacking. Will block with Nick. Give me 2. Resolve this card's win revealed ability. There you go. That's what we wanted to do. So when revealed, place 1 secret counter on each board member card. I'm going to go ahead and do it. But another one we have to cancel. Nick gets knocked out. Our encounter card is a Shield Agent. Quick Strike and vulnerable. When it activates or is defeated, add 1 secret counter to the board member with this least secret environments. No! Oh, that's so sad. So we're going to lose 1. Oh, that's... I didn't know that those were in there. That's okay. We'll take a damage. We'll take a Toon counter. And then we will lose the Tactical Officer. Sad. Okay, well, that's scary. If there are 3 board member attachments there, then we lose the game. That was dumb. That was dumb. Okay. Didn't think about that. Mansion will draw us into a Petulant Pig. Where's my Warrior of the Great Web? That's what I want. Let's go Petulant Pig to have Baron attack me. He's going to attack me for 3 plus a boost card, which is plus 2. We will use Cartoon Physics to only take 1 damage. And we draw 3 cards, which is Big Wooden Hammer, Swinging Web Pig, and a Clarity of Purpose. at some point we will get our Ghost Spider searches our deck, which is not super great. Um, Team building exercise, organizational support will exhaust Ghost Spider to make it a double to play. Swinging Web Pig will deal 6 damage to Baron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And confuse Baron. There we go. We'll go ahead and use a counter to play Clarity of Purpose. Clarity of Purpose, we will take a damage to generate a resource, giving us a counter to play Across the Spider-Verse. Exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're going to spend 2 to play. We're just going to go here to heal 1 from Ghost Spider. And then we're going to spend 2 from here to go Chief Surveillance Officer to remove 2 from here. Fool me once. Big Wooden Hammer sounds kind of fun, though. Let's use Across the Spider-Verse and a Swinging Web Pig to play a Big Wooden Hammer. We get +1 attack. And then when we attack, we can exhaust this, remove a tune counter to get +2 in overkill. So we'll go ahead and exhaust with this. So we're attacking for 4. So 1 overkill there. Just take him out. Peter will go ahead and thwart 2, taking this down to 2, which will ready the pig. And let's go ahead and spend these 2 to remove the last from the Chief Surveillance Officer. Clearing this, we'll flip down and we'll heal for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. Stand up. Both of these will be in the discard pile, which is where I want them to be. Got 2, 4 in counter card. Actually, we're just going to keep using the Chief Medical Officer to heal up Spider-Man if we can. Okay, good to know that those shield agents are in the deck. You don't want to leave all of them on 2. It only adds to the lowest amount, so you could have 1 on 1 and be okay, but you don't want to have everything on 2. Get 6 cards. One of these is Warrior of the Great Web, or is Web of Life and Destiny. Haha, look at that. Nice. Let's go 2. Baron is confused. We got 2 encounter cards. The first one is Battle of Wits. Baron Z schemes. If activation would place any threat on the main scheme, you can spend X mental resources to prevent X of that threat and remove X secret encounters from among board members. So he's going to scheme for 4, 5, 6. Let it go up to 8. And then we've got Aim Interference. Insight 1, we go up to 9. Then place 1 secret counter on each board member. We'll go ahead and just do it. Fool me once. But we got Mansion to draw us a card into a Swinging Web Pig. Let's go ahead and use a Genius to play a Daily Beagle. We can exhaust the Daily Beagle to place a Tune counter. Okay. Flip up to Hero form. We'll play Web of Life and Destiny for free. Let's use a Energy to remove 1 from there and heal 1 from Spider-Man. We've got a Clarity of Purpose, which will give us a counter. That generates 1. I think I actually did that wrong last time. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. So clarity of purpose, we need to take a damage to do that. To play build support. Don't know if I'm thwarting that, but it's something to have. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2. So we're at 10. I'll go down to 7. We're gonna go ahead and thwart for 2. Take it down to 5. Ready the pig. Take it down to 3 with another thwart. And we'll have Ghost Spider thwart this down to 1. Or down to 2. Now that we have a full deck, we can have Ghost Spider Leaf play. Now that we have Web of Life and Destiny, it's a lot easier to have Ghost Spider Leaf play. So that's good. Let's use a team building exercise, a Swinging Web Pig, and one of our counters to play a Swinging Web Pig to deal 6 and confuse. Mainly, I don't want him to scheme for 4 again. I don't know if we're going to go back down to Alter Ego, but the confuse is just a nice to have thing. It would be nice to have Ghost Spider Leaf play on our turn so that we can trigger Warrior the Great Web. We're at 11 health. We may be fine to just take the hit. We got Cartoon Physics, Captain Americat, Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man Hobie, and Cartoon Physics. Nice. Okay. I had 2 threats here. Baron is going to attack. Let's go ahead and toss Spider in front of it. It's going to be 3 plus 3. Good block, Ghost Spider. Good block. When Ghost Spider leaves play, we're going to search our deck for an identity-specific event, which is going to be Petulant Pig, because we have the Cartoon Physics in our hand. I was like, what is... And then Web of Life and Destiny will trigger to draw us into Across the Spider-Verse. Okay. Our encounter card, the ends justify the means. When revealed, choose to either defeat a minion with the most remaining hit points, and then he schemes, or discard an ally or support you control. Remove secret counters. I read this wrong the other time. That's fine. Defeat an ally or a... Discard an ally or support you control. Let's go ahead and discard Spider-Man, which will remove these. We do have a Make the Call, or we have Across the Spider-Verse, so we'll be fine. When Spider-Man leaves play, we'll draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny, which is, I don't think so. And this is why it's fun. Cool. Let's go Mansion to draw a card into Make the Call. Okay. Let's use Team Building Exercise to play Cartoon Physics. We will use Petulant Pig to have the villain attack us for 2 plus 2. We will use Petulant Pig to only take 1 damage. And we will draw 3 cards. We got R&D Facility, Ham It Up, and a Organic Webbing. We'll go ahead and use Ham It Up to clear the main. Yeah. Nice. Clarity of Purpose will take a damage, generate a tune counter, use that tune counter to play Organic Webbing. Let's go ahead and use Scarlet Spider to play Cartoon Physics. Just put that onto the table. Okay. Let's use Make the Call. We'll spend... I don't think so. R&D Facility and one of our tune counters to pull out Peter. And we are off to the races. We're only at 1, so it actually may be worth going ahead and getting an R&D facility onto the table. But now what's cool is the organizational support resource cards. We can exhaust these two to make them triples. And this one doesn't need to exhaust for anything. Daily Beagle, we're probably not going back down to Alter Ego, and so they're just triples without exhausting anything else, which hits anything for Make the Call pretty much. Let's go across the Spider-Verse. We'll exhaust Web of Life and Destiny to go grab, I think, Ghost Spider. Pull her into play. And we are going to... Ghost Spider will thwart one. Oh, wait, actually, Spider-Ham has +1 thwart. So Spider-Ham will thwart a ton. Spider-Ham will go ahead and take out build support. That clears. We'll go find an R&D facility. Put it into play. Comes in with 3 counters. And then we can exhaust to give a friendly character +1 thwart and +1 attack. And then if we can combo that with Spider-Man, we're feeling very good about ourselves. That comes in with 3. We just need to avoid Evil Alliance because that gets sad if we do hit that. I think at this point, we are not going to... We're not going to do anything. That sounds weird. We are not going to activate any of this. I don't want to take out Baron. If we take out Baron, nothing really matters other than removing counters, and we don't have any counters. I find this match much better method for campaigns, having a different hero and deck for each scenario. Oh, yeah. I like playing different heroes. So let's go ahead and stand up. We'll draw into an organizational support, which is a triple, a swinging web pig, a strength, petulant pig, and a helicarrier. 2, 4, 5. So there's 2 threat here. Baron's going to attack us. We're going to take it to the face. It's going to be 2. After this activation, we're going to place 1. We're just going to take the 2 damage and get a tune counter. Then our encounter card is Disavowed. Increase the cost to play each shield card by 1. When revealed, place 1 threat here for each shield card in play. I think that's just 1. Yeah, it's just 1. So that comes in with 3. Nice. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Let's go Mansion to draw into another organizational support. The pig will go ahead and thwart this down. Get rid of Disavowed. Oh, wait, I meant to put 2 counters on here. I'm going to go ahead and just say I did that. Put 2 counters to take 2 cards. It's like that was the whole point. There you go. Okay. Actually, I'm putting them on the mental one. Okay. What are we doing with our lives? Okay, so we took that out. Let's go ahead and play Petulant Pig. Baron's going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. I'm trying to think if I want to block with Ghost Spider. Nah. 2, 4. We'll go ahead and use Cartoon Physics to prevent all but 1 of that damage, getting a tune counter in the process. And I get to draw Nick Fury, beautiful command team, organizational support. Now we cook. Alrighty. What did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. bring to this deck? It's mainly organizational support. So we're going to be... Shouldn't Baron be attacking for... Oh, yeah, sure. It was 5 total, but Cartoon Physics reduces it to 1. But good call on the +1. So organizational support, we can exhaust supports or allies that share a trait with us for cartoon. That's cartoon or web warrior, and that creates triples, which means that our make the calls can hit pretty much anyone in the deck. And then I think there's one more thing that we put in here because of it. That may have been it. It was just organizational support. Let's go ahead and go Web of Life and Destiny, Daily Beagle, and one when we play Organizational Support to make it a triple. And then we'll spend one for the fourth to play Nick Fury. Nick will draw us a Make the Call, and a Spider-Man Hobie. Very cool. Nick will go ahead and he's at 3. Yeah, Nick goes ahead and punches Baron for 2. We'll take a damage back. Let's go team building exercise. Use one of these to play a Spider-Man auto over top of Nick. You play Spider-Man from your hand, ready and upgrade. You control. Probably should have exhausted an upgrade. We'll have used Clarity of Purpose to generate a resource instead of the tune counter to pay for Spider-Man. We'll ready that. We get a tune counter when we take the damage here. And now Clarity of Purpose is ready. Spider-Man will go ahead and knock himself out to take out Baron Zemo. We reset these counters and he goes back to 16. How many organizational supports do you get in the box? 3. You get 3 total. Okay. We've got a strength for a command team. Comes in with 3 command counters. Warrior the Great Web, we're up to +1 attack. Spider-Man will go ahead and thwart the main, which will ready Spider-Ham. Let's go ahead and organizational support. Well, nope, those are not supports. Those are not supports that share a trait. Organizational support for 1. 2, 3 to play a helicarrier. We've got a command team to ready Spider-Man. The pig will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. Spider-Man will attack for 2. 1, 2. So we'll ready the pig. The pig will attack for 1, 2, 3. So down to 8. Let's go ahead and play Make the Call. Use organizational support. 1. Okay, so that's 1. Let's go ahead and Clarity of Purpose for 2. You get one of these to take a damage. We'll spin 2 to pull Nick Fury out of our discard pile. We'll draw 3 cards. We got R&D Facility, Hogwashed, and Command Team. That's what I was looking for. We'll spin these 2 for a Command Team. The Command Team will go ahead and use its counter to ready Spider-Man. Spider-Man will attack for 2. That knocks Spider-Man out. But it readies Spider-Ham. Web of Life and Destiny triggers. We get to draw into a Ham It Up. And this goes up to 2. And we will attack here for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no reason to take them out. So I'm not going to. This was 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instead of using Command Team on Spider-Man to knock him out, he's just going to stay here with 2 and be exhausted. We're going to go 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll Command Team to ready Nick and hit him for 2 more. Now Nick has 2 damage, and Ghost Spider has 1. That puts him at the same, but it keeps Spider-Ham on the table. And we technically don't draw that card. I probably could have R&D facility, but it's kind of weird because I don't need more damage right now. I'm like trying to hold back on damage because he's invincible. So let's go ahead and stand up. At the end of the player phase, we're going to add 2 counters to... Let's go to the Chief Medical Officer. And then we will draw 5 cards. Spider, Superpower, Ham It Up. Extra card there. It would be sad if we lost all of our counters right now. We're in the realm where that's a very real possibility. Swinging Web Pig and a Cartoon Physics. We get 2 more of these. Okay. Start by placing 2. Zemo is going to attack. We'll block with Nick. It'll be 2 plus 2 is 4. Gonna be enough to knock Nick out. Then our 2 cards. First one is the ends justify the means. We can either defeat a minion with the fewest remaining hit points, there are none of those, or discard an ally or support you control. Remove secret counters from among board members equal to the ally's printed cost. Let's go ahead and let's toss Ghost Spider. We'll remove these 2. We get to draw a card from Web of Life and Destiny. This card is Dark Designs. We're going to place 1 here. And then Zemo is confused. But that means we are a boost card. We're very, very close to getting rid of all of our counters. So let's use the counters when we can. Okay. Mansion will draw us a card into a Spider-Man Hobie. We'll use a... Oh, shouldn't be. We use a team building exercise to play Cartoon Physics. Baron still at 2. We have 0 here. I think it may be just the deck that I'm playing, but ranking them, I still think this is a good scenario. I think Baron is probably my least favorite so far in the box. This feels awkward. I'm just like hanging out, but I also think that this is, S tier, top tier deck, and so we're just kind of like seeing what happens. So there's that. Let's go ahead and spend 3 to play a Swinging Web Pig. We'll knock Baron out, take him down to 0, which puts him back at 16. Mainly, it's a very expensive Confuse. If I got nothing else going on, so we might as well. We'll go ahead and punch for 2. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and Helicarrier. Clarity of Purpose. We'll take a damage and we'll use the resource we just got to play Spider-Man Hobie. When he leaves play, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and deal damage equal to the number of cards discarded that way. We've got... Ham It Up and Scarlet Spider will play SPDR. SPDR will attack here for 1. Hobie will attack here for 1. We're going to command team to ready SPDR. We're going to thwart here for 2. She takes excess consequential damage, so instead of going to the discard, she goes to our hand. And then Web of Life and Destiny will draw us a card into Genius. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and use Genius to play Spider. And we'll go ahead and attack for 1. She'll take a damage. Oh, and Web of Life and Warrior the Great Web actually has me at 1 more damage there. Organic Webbing, I'll go ahead and ready. I'll attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. We do have a superpower training. I don't need a superpower training, so we're gonna toss superpower training. We could command team to ready. Yeah, let's command team to ready Hobie, and we'll attack for 1 more. Mainly, I'm kind of playing the odds of, am I going to lose all of my counters here, and so I'm just trying to use them, and so that's kind of where I'm at. End of the round. Let's stand up. We'll place 2 here on our medical officer to get the last 2. And then we can make a perfect assumption. We can go through. I don't actually know where I put my book, and so it's whatever ones are not here. So we'll progress. Make an accusation. So we know exactly what's in here. So we make a successful accusation. And then when revealed, oh, we do have to. Okay, so medical records, money. Okay, so it's the tactical officer. So the tactical officer is already attached to Zemo. So that's nice. But we got that. Ready to go. And then flip him to his unmasked side and reset his hit points. So I guess I didn't need to attack him all that much. Then we're going to find the sword. So unmasked, he becomes a 4/2. He is steady. Then when Baron Zemo activates against you, either place 2 secret counters on a board member or give him an additional boost card for the activation. And he comes in with 22 health. Nelson, did anyone let you know that during your Black Widow game you weren't discarding cards after attacking her the whole time? Was I supposed to be discarding cards? No, I don't think I ever attacked her with Threat on the Main. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I don't think I ever... I may have, but I don't... I think I was trying to make sure I never attacked her when there was Threat on the Main scheme. But I guarantee you at least one time I've missed that in all of my streams. Okay. It starts out with 0. Place 1 threat here for each secret counter on each board member attachment. So this actually, I think, had 3. So that comes in with 5 threats. Have you built anything with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. team card? I did a Black Widow deck. Or not a Black Widow, I'm sorry. I did a Maria Hill deck. I think that's probably the best use because she gives all of her allies shield. So that was pretty good. Okay, let's stand up. It is a little scary that I think a normal scheme can lose us the game here, so that's fun. We got organizational supports. We got Make the Call. Got Across the Spider-Verse. We've got organizational support, and we've got Swinging Webpig. We have got our lethal probably. So we got 2 here. Baron's going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. Let's go ahead and block with Hobie. No. We'll take it to the face. It's going to be, actually, it's a total of 3, 4. We're giving them +1, 5, 6. But cartoon physics will reduce it to 1, and we will take a tune counter. Our encounter card is a Evil Alliance. There we go. Let's get the Gobbler. Does Baron get... Oh, yeah, Baron does get his sword. Thank you. Good call. So he attacked me for 7, 8. We place a counter here. Okay. The Gobbler. Just have to find where I put those cards. There they are. Alrighty. So, Green Gobbler. After Green Gobbler engages, you discard all counters from each card you control. Bye, guys. Then we've got Nefarious Trap. The Green Gobbler attacks the player who defeated the scheme. If Green Gobbler is not in play, find him and put him into play. Comes in with 3. And these get shuffled in. Baron has 22 health. I think we have lethal, like, pretty easily. But let's see. Mansion will draw us a card. Let's ham it up. We'll go ahead and punch with Spider Ham for 2. 1, 2. Spider-Man will punch for 2. 1, 2. It's going to knock Spider-Man out, but ready Spider Ham. That's going to be +1 here. Web of Life and Destiny will draw us into a Captain Americat. We've got a organizational support, exhaust Web of Life and Destiny, and Daily Bugle to play Make the Call to pull Spider-Man back out. We will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. Spider-Ham will attack for 1, 2. Control ready Spider Pig. Got that there. Hobie will thwart 2 off of here. When he leaves play, discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck. 1, 2. Oh, jeez. Oh, Swoley Brown. We're doing 7 damage to Baron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He leaves play. Web of Life and Destiny will trigger. We'll get Petulant Pig, which is kind of beautiful. We're up to 2 here. Let's use organizational support. We will exhaust. We'll just organizational support and a ham it up to play across the Spider-Verse. We will exhaust a Web Warrior card we control, which will be Spider, to pull Hobie back into play. Play Petulant Pig. We'll block with Hobie. He's going to attack for a ton. So it's going to be 4, enough to take out Hobie. This goes up to 3. Web of Life and Destiny draws us a organizational support, and we're going to discard 1, 2, 3. So a total of 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Spider-Ham is swinging for 5 for lethal. We also had a swinging Web Pig, just in case we wanted it. And we didn't even draw the cards from Petulant Pig. Spider-Ham's really good. Spider-Ham is really good. I really like the organizational support here. Just being able to exhaust Web of Life and Destiny and the Daily Bugle to make it a triple, where I'm not actually using those most of the time, feels really good, especially with the Make the Call to pull in Spider-Man for 1 card. That just feels good. Mark, and I've been doing it wrong. Can you clarify? Yeah, of course. So, Black Widow. Her card says, forced interrupt, when a character you control attacks Black Widow, remove 1 threat from the scheme. So that's the cost to trigger the ability. Because there's a cost arrow, you have to do everything in front of the cost arrow in order for the whatever is after the cost arrow to happen. So if there's no threat on the main scheme, you cannot remove a threat. Therefore, you do not do the second part of the effect, which is discarding the top card of the encounter deck and resolve each preparation ability on that card. So basically, if the main scheme is clear, her text box is effectively blank. If the main scheme is not clear, yeah, it's cool. It feels very like Spy, right? Because if you've managed the threat, there's no like, nothing's really going on, and so she's not ready. She doesn't have anything to prepare for. And so if there is threat on the main scheme, you trigger the Black Widow ability. If there's not, you cannot pay the cost for the ability. Therefore, there is no ability. Cool. Yeah, anytime, of course. Yeah, it's a cool effect that is kind of confusing. I get it. I wish they would have said like if there is a threat. I don't know, but yeah. It's a cool effect. I'm a big fan of it. Tony is great. Tony, I think Tony's heroes are good. Tony's villains are S tier. Like. I still think that this box is phenomenal. The villains, the mechanics, they're so good. They're so good. But yeah, good stuff. Nice. So Spider Ham's good. Yep. Spider Ham is really good. Um, Not sure if I would tweak this deck at all. I think I would have to take it up against something that is not Baron, who plays a little bit differently to kind of get a full feel for how it works. But I mean, we even bottom decked Web of Life and Destiny, and we cruised. It wasn't even an issue, right? So, um, yeah, good stuff. Very happy with the new cards, with everything. Want to play Baron again, standalone, just kind of get a feel for him. But I mean, like, really good box. I'll rewatch the stream now. But did I miss any chats about the next Shadow the Cast episode? Villain, are you still here? If he's not, I think it's Monday. But to be completely fair, this is something I should know. 100%. This is a required bit of information for me. That being said, I have no idea. I think it is Monday. We have recorded it. I think it's Monday or the following Monday. It actually is not going to be thoughts on this box. We did an interview with Caleb, and so we have that episode coming out. And at risk of sounding arrogant or whatever, I think it's a really good episode. I think talking with Caleb is just so much fun, and I'm really happy with how the episode went. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's on Monday, but yeah, we'll see it soon. Cool. I'm gonna go find lunch, and yeah, that seems like the right call. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing some Lord of the Rings tomorrow, so I have to somehow figure out how to clear out all of these cards. I have so many cards because I haven't put anything away since last Friday. I've just been putting them in stacks, so I have a lot of cards all over the place. So I got to clean up. We're gonna play some Lord of the Rings tomorrow, continuing on in the Arid Mithram cycle with our progression play, and yeah, that's gonna be that. So hope to see you all tomorrow. If not, I will be back on probably Monday, I think. Next Monday will probably be more champions. So see you all then, if not tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and happy Friday Eve. Peace.